Good appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us, why that's LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you doing this morning, this
Richard's
appropriate
just
time of the
redeemed
day?
T-shirt. C-shirt.
Seeing my t-shirt, making me say vowels, spinning around, loud noises, all of the things this morning. Well, alright, well, we'll do t-shirt first of all. I think we've seen this one before. Out of the 80 odd t-shirts that I do have, we have come across a couple of duplicates. Here we are, this one. It's Cat Crab from outer space. Ah! Strange, mysterious, evil, well, maybe not evil, but ununderstandable monsters from the deep. A cat crab. More cats today than you could possibly. Well, alright, I was going to say more cats than you could have seen yesterday, but that's patently not true, as we rescued many, many crabs. Cats, not crabs, yesterday in Skin Deep. And today we're just going to have the cat crab. Which. Look, there we are again. Cat crab. Uh, eh. That was the day that the whole world descended into chaos. The giant cat crab from outer space. Oh, not from the depths. Well, from the depths of space. Not from the depths of the sea, as I thought. But hey, there we are. Yeah, yesterday we had many cats. Today, just the two. Cat crab, Mildred. I don't know, maybe we'll find another one in Kathy Rain, who knows. But yeah. And, you want me to say A and I? But you're trying to get me to say the word rain because it is raining in Kathy Rain. Unsurprisingly. But yes, AI. Bah. We don't like AI. I don't like it taking away our jobs. It's not a good thing to be taking away the creative endeavours of everybody else and profiting off of them when you have put in no effort yourself. That's not a good thing, he said. Controversial statement, I know, but still. A, I, A. Well, there won't be any internal investigations with IA, not in Kathy Rain at least, because she doesn't have a police. She's not part of the police, so she doesn't have any oversight. I suppose there might be internal investigations, as in she questions things about herself. But that's not quite the same thing. You don't usually have a department called IA to, you need to sit down and have a good, long, hard talk with yourself. That's not how it works. Question why you are doing things. Work out your motives for why you always eat a chocolate bar in the morning. Is it an unhealthy obsession you had as a child? Is it something that your dad used to sneak to you in the morning? No. Internally investigate yourself. That's not going to happen. So, rain. Rain, rain. I was going to say go away, but rain, rain, stay here and be on the channel while I point and click at you. That is definitely a thing. We spin, spin, spin while we say rain. A, I, spinning. AI and spinning. AI, spin, t-shirts. Ah, loud noises is the other one, which was, I believe, whoop. Well, we were going to say, no, I don't want to show them that. Either he or she. I don't want to show them that. 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 3 Mildred-related achievements, at least. Well, I know I've got 2 of them, because I know I have the take a photo. I know I have the pet them. I'm sure. We finished day 3. We got Poetry Queen. I think that was the last one that we saw. I think I listed all our achievements yesterday. Going down. Serial Stroker. Can't keep your hands off your favourite fluff ball. And Picture Perfect. Resisted the urge to immortalise Mildred. Which I don't know why I resisted that, but apparently that is the way it is. I tried to take a photograph of them. But yeah, there's so many others which are all secret. And I cannot see. And only finished the game day 4, day 5, and day 6. Those are the only ones that I have that I can see. And we've only got 28% of the achievements so far. So who knows how many more there are. Well, Obviously, we know how many more there are to find, but still. But still. Hey! Let's get on with the game right now. Whoop! Over we go. Let me just do that, and then we can have sound. There's one that you get at least in day 3. A cat-related one in day 3. No, I must have missed it. Because we've done day 3. We just finished day 3. No. I'm trying to think, did I have anything I could have given to the cat? An item? I could have tried and coloured the cat, I suppose, but that doesn't sound very nice. Never mind, I will guess I will have to live without it. And yeah, here we are, day 4. We did not listen to the machines, where they've got a beeping. And here we got a note to read. And yeah, pay more attention to the note, because yesterday's note was indeed very important, and I just happened to luck into the answer. Let's click on Mildred and interrupt her sleep, or not interrupt her sleep.
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Well done, Kathy. Alright, let's have the note first of all, as that was most important.
Here we go again. Pattern. Stab, fall, hang, burn. Mirrors are portals. Inception occurred in 1995. T. 1995? No, it can't be. Is this all connected to what happened in Conwell Springs?
No, the first game, the consequences of my own actions. How dare they come back and haunt me? No. Even though, you know, that's what I've been saying since the beginning. I do not know that T is Kathy's twin, but yeah.
Pattern. Stab, fall, hang, burn.
Yeah,
Mirrors are portals. Inception occurred in 1995. T. 1995? No, it can't be. Is this all connected to what happened in Conwell Springs?
Alright, I mean, I guess we can go and have another look and see if there are any patterns for that. But answering machine, what have you got? What can you answer for me, machine? I have the item. Ah, okay.
Hey, it's Lucas. I just heard back from an informant of mine. And apparently our boy FaZe was sighted downtown this morning.
Okay.
You know, near the pawn shop. Alright, kid, we're even.
Perfect. I gotta head there right away. Maybe the guy's still around.
Ah, well, we know where the pawn shop is. That's where... I was going to say Lucas, but no. Drug dealing boy. I mean... Mildred doesn't need a trim. I mean, I could show a cat to a cat.
I don't want to show that to her.
No? No. Could I give you a pendant to look at? That might be a fun thing. A dangly, fun
I don't want to
thing.
show that to her.
No?
I don't want to show that to her.
I don't want to...
What kind of nut job would trim their cat? Jeez Louise.
Exactly. Was that the achievement? I'm going to have a look at my progress, and... I don't know, I got a line, but it hasn't updated anything right now. Maybe it should have popped and just hasn't on here. Never mind. Alright, okay, well, let's keep... Hold on. Fireworks, indicating that, yeah, that should be it. Well, I'll have a look later and see if it has in fact done that. Because that is a horrible thing. Why would I ever want to use my scissors on a cat? Apart from to get an achievement. Alright, swiveling. Alright. Hey, Eileen, I want to call you for no reason.
Sit on it and swivel.
You want to use them for swiveling? Yes, absolutely. Woo! Swiveling round and round and round, round and round, round and round. The Richard on the chair goes round and round.
Hey, Kathy here.
All day
Hey, what's
long. Up? If you had the points to make it happen all day long, then yes. I don't think I've actually got anything to ask you. I just phoned up. Oh, well, yeah, actually. Do you know anything about the graffiti artist? He might be a good person to... He might be somebody who you've reported on.
Do you know who Corey Finnegan is? Also goes by the nickname FaZe?
No, I don't know who that is.
No, well, you get random restarts on the page when you first join the stream. I mean, it's meant to play adverts before, because that's sometimes how Twitch works. So sometimes it gets caught up in itself and hits a loop there, but who knows what else Twitch can do. Hey, do you know anything about Rose's lover who was discharged?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Nah. Okay, yeah, then, yeah. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be getting adverts there, then. I don't know. Pyro dealers?
I don't want to ask her about that.
I don't want to ask her about that. Alright, bye.
All right,
it was nice to hear your
all.
voice.
Okie dokie.
And we got everything out of the drawers. None of those drawers are stuck now.
I don't need anything else from the drawer.
I don't want to ask her about that. Alright, let's go find the pawn shop. No, wait.
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Yep. I'm glad you stick with your decision, just as I give you a lovely, lovely stroke. Or don't. Cat. Alright, to the pawn shop, downtown. P-A-W-N. There you are! Ah, you're not the one who attacked me, who I thought it might be. Ooh, look at that reflection. Oh, you can't see that reflection. Look at me turning off my camera so you can see that reflection. Whoop. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that a fun little thing that's down there? Now, you can no longer see it. My head is in the way. Alright, hey buddy, I've come to talk to you. Oh, that's that symbol. Yeah, we've seen that symbol already. That was at the graffiti place. Hello. At the place where the woman burned, where Jane Doe burned. Hello, Corey.
Hey, Corey, right?
Only Ma calls me that. It's FaZe, homegirl.
Sure thing.
Sure, I mean,
FaZe homegirl.
I was gonna make the exact same
You
joke.
one of those sassy ass chicks, huh?
I was gonna make the exact
I've
same
been
joke.
known to mouth off on occasion.
Yeah. Am I?
But wait a
am I
minute.
Sassy chick?
You look familiar.
Oh my god.
Huh? What are you on about?
Oh no, you are.
The FaZe ain't never seen you before.
Yeah, you're that raving lunatic I electrocuted up on Constance Hill.
I was right.
Damn, that was you? Oh man, my bad. I was fucked up that day. No doubt, yo.
You look very
No
different.
shit you were. You better keep your distance, buddy.
Oh, come on, I'm all good now. I just had a tiny little pick-me-up this morning. That's it, I swear.
Uh-huh. At least you're lucid enough for a fucking conversation.
You got me good, though, no joke. Look at this sick bump on my head, and I still can't feel some toes on my foot, for real.
Well, you had it coming. Look, FaZe, people have been saying that you're a guy with some useful information.
Oh, yeah, I guess the FaZe knows a thing or two. Alright then, speak.
Alright, well first of all I'm gonna threaten you with... I can't remember the name, what you called your stun gun. What does that begin with, a J?
Yo, get that thing away from me!
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Oh,
You clearly ain't ever been tased. Shouldn't wave that around all casual like that.
I mean, it's in my pocket, and I was just getting out to show you. How about I show you this zipper
I don't
lighter?
want to show that to him.
What about these lockpicks?
Oh, you're into the art of lockpicking, huh?
You could say that. I've been finding myself picking a lot of locks lately.
Sounds like I'm not the only one with a knack for finding trouble.
No, we haven't. I mean, we've done it. No, have we? When have we used this? We used it for taking something out of the floor because it's delicate tools. Although that seemed wrong to be doing that, but I can't recall us. When did we pick a lock? I don't know. I can't recall that. All right. What about this camera?
I don't want to show that to him.
What about these newspaper
I
articles?
don't want to show that to him.
What about this mysterious handwritten note? Is that you?
I don't want to show that to him.
What about this freaky crystal?
What's up with this little rainbow thing?
Oh, just an unprompted gift from this new age girl I met.
Alright, what about this brochure?
I don't see a reason to show him that.
Ha! I wonder if there will be a reason later then.
I don't want to show that to him.
What about this piece of paper?
I don't want to show that to him.
That you can't quite see. It's handwritten note number 2. What about an insidious
What
mirror?
do you know about scrying mirrors?
Huh? The what mirrors?
Never mind.
What about a pair of scissors? Do you want me to cut your hair?
I don't want to show that to him.
Do you want to see a photo of me that I took just over there?
I don't want to show that to him.
What about this other handwritten
I don't want to
note?
show that to him.
Alright then let me ask you about Jane Doe, which is where you did a tag up there, a sweet tag.
What do you know about Jane Doe, the 4th Soothsayer victim?
Look, I know nothing about no murders,
Alright, but you were up there. You did your tag. Maybe you saw something? What about the Soothsayer?
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
That crazy killer? Nothing. FaZe ain't that much of a creep.
Oh well, that's a shame. You ever been to the King of Kings?
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Nope, never went in a church since Catholic school. Fuck that shit.
Have you been to the Azure Sky Motel?
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Sure, stayed there a few years back.
You heard there was a Soothsayer murder there, right?
Oh shit. That was the place? Nah, I didn't know that.
Dun dun dun. Alright, do you want to tell me about... you didn't happen to know... Well, your name is... Rose Taylor.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the 1st Soothsayer victim?
Look, I know nothing about no murders,
Probably not Rose's lover, then.
I don't want to ask him about that.
Yes I do. What about Rachel Wang?
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
Nah, never heard of that chick.
Nobody's reacting to the name Wang at all. They're not laughing at it. They're not going, you said another word for penis.
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
Nope, don't know that name.
Alright, what about Pyre?
I've been told you scored some pyre. Is that right?
Oh man, yes, just once. I'd do anything to feel that high again.
Yeah? What's so special about it?
You'd have to be a junkie to understand. The FaZe has tried every psychedelic under the sun. LSD, DMT, shrooms, none of them compare to Pyre. Mind at large, pure and simple.
Mind at large? What does that mean?
That we have like a filter in our brains, keeping us from seeing what's really out there. Drugs like Pyre numb that filter, allowing us to see alternate realities, astral realms, all kinds of wild shit, yo.
Interesting. And what did pyre make you see?
Man, most of it can't be described with words. One thing is burned into my mind, though.
Do an interpretive
eye.
dance then.
The eye of the universe staring back at me. I never believed in a god before, but now I ain't so sure.
How did you get pyre in the first place? It seems hard to come by.
The Pyre dealers came to me. Makes sense, I've been a steady dope fiend for 15-something years now. Guess they went with the tried and true, huh?
Right. I've also heard rumors about some kind of interview. Is there any truth to that?
Oh yeah, those fuckers asked all sorts of questions. About my childhood, dramas, and whatnot. Wasn't no problem for me to yap about. The FaZe is an open book.
Curious.
Could this handwritten note, could that have something to do with the interview, maybe? Maybe the knowing the pattern will help us? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, if you're an open book, tell me more about you.
So, what's your deal, FaZe?
Me? Well, you know, just another street dog trying to get by.
Yeah? How's that going for you?
Well, fuck, not great. But I mean, could be worse. At least it's summer soon.
I see. Have you been making graffiti long?
Forever. The Fays always loved drawing, even as a kid. Art was probably the only subject I ever passed.
Alright. Well, do you know anything about the... It was a bald man. It was a man and a woman, and the woman stayed in the background, and I thought it was a bald man they were talking about.
The pyre dealers. It's a man and a woman, right?
Yeah, dude's a big, bald guy. I'll never forget his face. Creepy motherfucker.
Creepy how?
I don't know, man. He was intense. You know, not looking at you,
He
but
was in a tent.
through you?
Okay.
Like,
So,
I was a thing,
camping.
not a person.
What about the woman?
I just caught a quick glimpse of her. She wore a hood. Saw some pretty nasty scars, though. Something seriously fucking bad happened to that chick.
She had scars?
Yeah.
On her face?
Yeah, on one side. Melted skin, like from burns, acid, or some shit like that.
Damn. Got any more details on this couple? You know, what they were wearing or what they looked like?
Both white people. She didn't seem too old, like your age maybe. Dressed in all black. I guess she wasn't too girly, you know. What's the word for it when you're in between?
Androgynous?
Yeah, androgynous. That's what she was.
Got it. And what about the man?
In his 40s or so. Bald head, big black eyebrows, brown eyes, and like I said, intense fucking energy. Major big bad wolf vibes coming off that dude.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. It's swiveling again.
Richard's just
Fire
redeemed sit on
demon,
it and swivel.
bald man, fire dealer, scarred woman. It's me. It's Kathy. It's the twin. It's the Kathy twin. If you hadn't mentioned her at the beginning in your recap, then I would still be going, "Ooh, who could this person be?" But no. The fact that you mentioned her in the recap means that I am almost certain that is who that is, then. Oh, that is a disappointing thing. Well, I mean, it's not disappointing. I shouldn't use that word. That is just unfortunate that stories have that sort of same cycle to them, and that you can recognise it very easily if you look for it. He said, and then, you know, it wasn't her at all, and it was a big old fake out, and I look like a complete idiot now. That is probably what it is. Oh, I haven't added... Right. I'll have to add that to the list. Alright. Of things to do. Alright, let's ask you about the cigarette
You smoke?
machine.
Tobacco? Fuck no. That shit kills people.
What about windows? Do you like windows?
I don't want to ask him about that.
Do you want to talk to me about entrances and exits?
Gutsy move. Spraying graffiti like this when the shop's open and all?
That's the phase, baby. Always living on the edge.
I mean, it's not... I don't think this wall is part of the pawn shop. Maybe it is. I don't know, and we'll ask you about your graffiti. Because that looks interesting.
That's an interesting graffiti you've got there.
Badass, isn't it? It's my tribute to Pyre, the best hit I ever had.
The eye. That's what you saw?
Yeah, the eye of the universe staring back at me.
Alright, well, thanks very much, I guess. I got two new... I mean... I already knew it was a bald man. I did not know it was a scarred woman. But I've got nothing else to ask you about. Well... Hey, are you bald?
Hey, have a look at this. Do you recognize any of these men?
Oh, fuck! That's him! The tall, bald guy!
Okay, yep.
You sure? The man called Vic?
200%. That's the Pyre dealer.
Well then.
Hey.
I guess it's time to go visit the ranger station.
Alright. Vic. New location added. Alright. Thank you very much.
I'll let you get back to your tag.
Peace out.
Alright.
Alright, I think that's everything he knows.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's everything he knows. But I want to have a look at... Alright, you. Rob, Vic, Chief Walker, Eduardo, and Mike. Alright. You. Okay. I mean, I don't know. It's an identification by a junkie, so in a court of law, it would. Well, it wouldn't hold less weight, but it would be not necessarily great evidence. It would be easy to take apart on the stand. So. No, we'll wait. Yep, now I can walk. I mean, I know I'm not using the thing, but still. Alright, and I want to go back to... Constance Hill. Or Jane Doe. I mean, there's still this... Let's go over here and find out. I was going to say, why is there a drain here? What is that for? Drain pipe. So you want to look at this, because look, there's the symbol again. I just want to tag.
That red symbol reminds me of Corey's graffiti. Guess this must be some of his handiwork.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's each of the murder scenes and I didn't see it at other ones. There was graffiti at Eric's place where he was pushed from the roof. But we couldn't go back up there. It said, oh, I've got no reason to go back up there. I mean, we can try it again. Eric. To roof.
No reason to go up there right now.
I want to go up there and see if there was... that symbol is there as well. I don't think... Well, I suppose actually, I can ask you if you saw a bald man and a woman. A bald man and a scarred woman.
No answer.
Did you even knock on the door? You did. Alright.
No answer.
Alright, bye. Maybe you're already dead. Maybe the scars are prosthetics. I don't think so. I think we fucked up that twin Kathy in the previous game. Alright. Let's go and confront this person and say they're a prior dealer and, you know, generally... My lovely... Hello, Junior Ranger. Mounted fish.
I know nothing about fish, but I guess nailing it to the friggin' wall must mean it's not a bad catch.
I guess so. Ooh, another water cooler. We've seen one of those at some other place. Maybe the water coolers are in on it.
Complimentary refreshments. I'm not thirsty, though.
But you should always hydrate. You should always have a drink, just in case. Well, not just in case. But, you know, keep your hydration levels up. I forget how much you're meant to be drinking a day, but it's quite a bit.
Brochures of various outdoor activities around Bear Creek. Nothing here looks very interesting to me at the moment.
I don't know why that surprised me. I should have thought about that. Yes. Hydration.
Smith just redeemed stretch.
Stretching as well as hydrating. Yep. Always stretch before you investigate a murder. They don't show you that in most cop shows. Before they turn up to the scene of a crime. Those cops, they're all in there, sitting in their cars, or they get out of their cars and then they have to do, you know, calisthenics just before they jump into the driver's seat and rush off to the crime scene. It's why they usually, damn, we just missed the murderer by a couple of minutes, because they were doing their calisthenics beforehand. So the thing about hydrate, somehow I was surprised when he's supposed to hydrate. Yes, I should have thought of that. I will remember it for next time. Maybe I will use it to my advantage at some point. I don't know. Why? I'm going to put a redeemable thing there that will only cost 1 point, which will be find $1 million or something. Pounds. Why did I say dollars? No, I am corrupted. £1 million. Not dollars. Oh never mind. What's going on with these postcards?
Overpriced pictures of landmarks I've seen 100 times. No thanks.
Oh, look at them and make remarks about how, these are places and things. There's a door.
Looks like an office area. No reason to go in there.
But it's a door. There's a map.
Looks like a map of the immediate surroundings here in Bear Creek. Various points of interest are marked out.
I mean, it's behind the desk, and I'm looking at it intently, and you have no comment on me doing that, Junior Ranger? Is there more over here? It doesn't feel like there is, no. Oh, ceiling fan.
What a monstrosity. Better not turn that on or the building might lift off.
Oh, I thought that was just, closer. I thought we were doing perspective, because I don't think this is... I mean... Yeah, we can't walk over here towards these chairs. These chairs look, pretty tall compared to you, Kathy. But no, okay, we're not doing perspective tricks. It's just a giant thing. Alright, Junior Ranger. Hi, Junior.
Hello there, and welcome to the Bear Creek Ranger Station.
Why aren't you chipper? Cassie?
I was going to say
I have a
Peppy.
few questions if you don't
All right.
mind.
Don't mind at all. Happy to help.
Man, I am having internal investigations now. If I am three times so far today, me and Kathy have been on the same page. I guess I am a 90s hard, well, not even hard-boiled, but a 90s investigating girl. That's an interesting revelation for me to have right now. Okay. Alright, hi, let me ask you weird things about murders and then move on to Vic. Actually, no. The most important thing to ask about is the giant ceiling fan.
That's the biggest ceiling fan I have ever seen.
Tell me about it. We wouldn't be able to hear ourselves talking if it was turned on.
Presumably, that is that switch there, then, I guess. Although it's not marked as a thing to discuss. Alright, well, I've asked about the ceiling fan. Now, tell me about murders.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Horrific stuff. But I don't know much about the murder that happened here on park grounds. Only senior rangers dealt with that.
Okay. Deborah Sinclair's place is within your designated area. Do you know anything about that?
So, Deborah Sinclair. Must have been quite a shock, huh?
Yeah, it was horrible. Everyone around here loved Debbie.
Did you know her personally?
I wouldn't say that. I just met her a couple of times. Lovely lady, though. She'll be missed.
Do you know Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer
What do you
victim
know
at all?
about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
Nothing much, sorry. Besides Debbie, I'm not in the loop on the Soothsayer victims.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but alright. Tell me about Azure Sky Motel.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Haven't heard of it, sorry.
Think you're heading for an early bed. Oh well. I mean, good. Get sleep. Rest up. I don't have any points to redeem to make you go to sleep, but I would be doing that. Okay, well, I hope you have a better sleep tonight, and that more people don't move in above you, or you don't get hippos or whatever are right above you, or giant ceiling fans. That would be horrible. Or a King of Kings.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Nope, I haven't heard of that one.
Alright, what about scrying mirrors? Do you know about scrying mirrors?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, they're part of the Soothsayer's MO, right? I haven't come across one in my private life, though.
Attempts to resume ZZZ, but Z is not a vowel. Well, I mean, maybe you should campaign to make it a vowel. You can do that, I'm sure. What about pyre? Do you know anything about pyre?
Do you know what pyre is?
You mean like a fire?
No, this is an illegal drug.
Oh, I must have missed the memo on that one.
Yeah, I just wondered if there were people taking it in the park. No? Alright, hey.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
Nope, sorry.
What about Tabitha Caldwell?
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
I don't think so.
Do you know about Corey Finnegan?
Do you recognize the name Corey Finnegan? He also goes by the moniker Faze.
Doesn't sound like anyone I know. Sorry.
You seen anybody up here who is scarred
There's
horribly?
this drug dealer I'm pursuing. A woman my age with some kind of facial scars.
Oh, I can't help you there. I haven't seen a person like that.
A woman? I have never seen one of those. I don't know what they would look like. Do you happen to know Rose's level?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Alright, what if I threaten you with a stun gun?
I don't want to show that to her.
What if I do a Zippo like
I don't
that
want
to
to ask
you?
her about that.
What if I show you that I have lockpicks?
I don't want to ask her about
and thus
that.
can open any tree in the forest? No? Can I take your picture?
I don't want to show that to her.
Can I hit you with these newspapers?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Can I show you a
I don't want
handwritten
to
note?
ask her about that.
Can I show you my chakra realigning
I don't
thing?
want to ask her about that.
Can I tell you about obsidian shards?
Probably a bad idea to show that. It's stolen evidence.
Look, I've got an obsidian shard. Ooh, amazing. Wait a second. I remember seeing an obsidian shard at Deborah's place, but we didn't collect it because of reasons. So that must be the same shard from the cabin that Deborah was in. Definitely. Oh my god. Yes, that must be it. You get banned. Alright, what about these
I don't
handwritten
want to
notes?
ask her about that.
What about a full
What do you know about
scrying
scrying mirrors?
Well,
mirrors?
they're part of the Soothsayer's MO, right? I haven't come across one in my private life, though.
Alright, what about scissors?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Hey, do you want a photo of me?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Just go around handing out photos of yourself, that'll be sure.
I don't
I'm
want
sure
to
we'll
ask
be
her
great.
about that.
Alright, well let's ask about other things in the room before we move on to the main thing, which is Vic. Hey, what about this water cooler?
I don't want to ask her about that.
What about these No, let's not ask about the brochures in case it triggers the brochure talk. What about these postcards?
I don't want to ask her about that.
What's happening in this door?
What's in there?
That's Chief Walker's office, but he's not in right now.
I might need to talk to him. It might be... I might need to talk to, people who are not Vic. What's going on with the map?
I don't want to ask her about that.
You don't want to ask her about the map? About where Vic might be on that map? Alright, what about the fish then?
Big fish over there. Who caught it?
Chief Walker, of course. He's a legendary fisherman around here. Biggest largemouth bass caught in over 30 years.
Well, I haven't even beaten the amateur fisherman yet, so I'm going to have to go and find the amateur fisherman, and then I'll have to find a pro fisherman, and then I'll have to find the legendary fisherman, so all 3 fishermen, and then I'll be able to beat you and win whatever clues you have there. Yes, that's the way it'll work? No? It's not that kind of game? Oh, alright. Tell me about brochures.
I don't want to ask her about that.
I do? Alright, I'll ask her about the one in my...
I came across one of these
instead.
brochures of yours.
Nice, isn't it? I was the one who came up with the idea. I love community building.
1 second.
That's all I needed. Thanks.
It's not all I needed.
You're more
One
than
second.
welcome. Have a nice day now.
I mean, I know you're... Okay, so you're Cassie, and you were a junior. I came up with this idea. Not going to put you in this picture, though, are we? No, of course not. That would be stupid.
Hiding in plain sight, this guy.
Where's Cassie? Come on, Cassie should have been there. Never mind. Alright, now I want to ask you about Vic.
Hey, Cassie.
Yeah?
Vic. Tell me all about Vic.
So I saw in this brochure that a park ranger called Vic works here. Is that correct?
Sure. Ranger Cooper is one of the rangers assigned to this district.
Vic
Ranger
Cooper.
Cooper, huh? What's his full name? Can I talk to him?
It's Victor Cooper, but he's off duty right now.
Off duty? For how long? Why?
Oh, shoot! I don't have any of those details.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
I'm not going
what
to tell
about
you
a
those details.
Phone
even though I
number
did.
or an address?
I'm not allowed to give out that information. Sorry. You'll have to run it by the chief.
Well, fine. Let's talk to the chief then.
Oh, double shoot! He's not here on Saturdays. He'll be back on Monday morning.
Well, all right.
I mean, I could wait until Monday. Victor Cooper. Alright, I don't know that I have anything else to ask you about here. I've tried everything else. Thanks a lot.
All right, I'm off again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Since I have a better description of both drug dealers now, it's probably worthwhile to return to some of the earlier witnesses.
Okay, thanks for telling me that. I mean, I tried Rachel earlier. I'm trying to think who did we talk to? I mean, Meadow wasn't a witness. I guess you might have seen that. You're the only witness I can really think of. There was nobody there. Nobody saw Deborah's. So there's I don't know. Maybe somebody came by. Maybe somebody came by up here. Let's ask Randy about it. Look, Randy's not here. Randy was here just long enough to delay us trying to get in to there, and now he's not here anymore. Oh, excuse me. And he wasn't really a witness. All right. Let's go to the church and ask you about them. Over we walk, trying to see if... Well, your car's not here. Ah! You're up here by the church. Let's try clicking on the church and going into the church. And ignoring you.
Let's not get any crazy ideas. The priest is right here if I have questions.
Also, I don't have to draw another location. Alright, Hugh Winters.
Hello again, Father.
Welcome back, my child. What can I help you with?
I want to ask you about... hey, do you want this
I don't want
photo?
to show that to him.
I don't want to show that to him, but what about a scrying
I don't want to show
mirror?
that to him.
Alright, let's ask him about Vic then. Yeah, let's ask you about... Let's see if you are Rose's lover. Or not you, the victim was.
I don't want to ask him about that.
I do want to ask him about that. Alright. Do you know Corey?
Do you recognize the name Corey Finnegan? He also goes by the moniker FaZe.
That name doesn't sound familiar to me.
Alright. What about a scarred woman?
I'm looking for a young drug dealer, a woman with facial scars. Ring a bell?
I happen to recall a person like that. A homeless woman whom Ben was helping get back on her feet.
Wow, really?
Yes, about your age. No drug dealer to my knowledge, but she had some sort of scars on the side of her face, yes.
I was expecting it to
Amazing.
be Vic.
Is there anything else you can remember about her?
I'm afraid not. My memory has seen better days, and this was years ago.
Well, is there any more information about her somewhere? Maybe in Ben's records, if he had any.
I suppose I could check, but I would need a name.
Darn. Well,
Try
I'll keep that in mind.
the name... Tries desperately to think of something you could rearrange Kathy Rain into. I mean, Rathy Kane. That's not great. Right, Victor Cooper?
I'm trying to find a park ranger named Victor Cooper. Do you know him?
No, I don't know that person.
Alright. If I can get a name.
All right, I'm heading back out.
Bye.
Goodbye, young lady.
Back on the Katmobile. I guess we'll go to Rachel Wang and see if she's there now, even though she wasn't there. I mean, maybe she was... Oh no, she doesn't... I was going to say, maybe she was out shopping, but she doesn't leave the place. Right, yes. Where are you? It's not Meadow. Eric. Oh, slippers.
Huh. Aren't those Rachel's?
Yeah. Is your door open?
No answer.
The seal is still intact. Alright, let's go up to the roof. Don't jump. Or don't get pushed. Right. That doesn't appear to have a tag on it. It says frag. No! Don't jump! Not yet, anyway.
Oh no.
Hello! I am here to talk to you. Hi, Rachel.
No time for that now. I need to talk to Rachel.
I want to look at the AC unit.
No time for that now. I need to talk to Rachel.
Alright, hey, Rachel. Hey, buddy.
Hey there, Rachel.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it's me.
I wonder what went through his mind as he fell. Was he confused? Scared?
Why did you leave your slippers downstairs? Probably an hour what he felt. I'm sure he wouldn't wish the same for you. He was drugged, he may not even realise what was happening. No matter what was thinking, he's dead now. It's over! Forever! Don't do it. I mean, yeah, he was drugged.
He was drugged. He may have not even realized what was happening.
Yes. My poor Eric. Victimized by all those demonic women. And I'll never see him again. In this world.
Suicide's a sin, isn't it? So, I guess he might not have gone to heaven. I don't know, do you believe he would have gone to heaven? That's right, you won't. He's gone, you need to accept that. You still have the memories. Why do you think you see Eric in the afterlife? Yeah, let's do afterlife talk. Why do you think you still see him in the afterlife?
Why do you think you'll see Eric in the afterlife?
Because we're supposed to be together. I know it in my heart.
Alright. If Eric would reunite with anyone in death, it would be Sarah. That can't be true. You were there all along, but you chose these other women. Are you sure that's God's will? You said it yourself. Eric was a sinner, you're not. Oh, I'm going to remind her of the other woman. I really think that's the wrong choice, but there we go.
If Eric would reunite with anyone in death, it would be Sarah.
He did love her.
Oh, well,
he talked about her all the time.
Yes. Think about it. What started Eric's spiral of destruction? Sarah's death. She's the one he always wanted. Everything he did was to try and distract himself from that fact.
You're right. What am I doing? This can't be God's plan.
It can't. God wants something better for you.
Oh, well. Okay, cool. Oh, you put your slippers back on. That's good to know.
I can't believe I came so close to doing that.
You didn't go through with it, and that's what matters. You need to promise you'll get some help, though.
I will. Promise. I suppose you had some questions for me, though, since you came back here.
Oh, I guess I did. I almost forgot, given everything that just happened.
Okay. What did you want to know?
Many things. For instance, do you want this photo of me?
I don't want to show that to her.
Do you want to see an obsidian mirror?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Foul implements, used for witchcraft and black magic. You should steer clear of them.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't pick up this black foul scrying mirror and wave it around in front of your face. Ooh, look, it's getting closer. Ooh, it's going to touch you. No, I shouldn't do that? Okay, fine. Alright, have you heard of Rachel Wang?
What can you tell me about yourself, Rachel?
Well, my family is Korean. We belong to a Methodist church. As for me personally, I guess I'm not that interesting. I don't go out much.
Due to your immune system?
Yes, not that any of the doctors believe me. Agents of Satan.
Uh-huh. What do you do to support yourself, then?
I've been between jobs for a while now. I get help from my family in the church.
Mm-hmm. Alright, tell me about Tabitha Caldwell.
Does the name Tabitha Caldwell mean anything to you?
No, I haven't heard that name before.
Okay. Do you know about Rose's lover?
I don't want to ask her about that.
I want to ask everybody about that, just in case. Do you know Corey FaZe Finnegan?
Do you know Corey Finnegan? He may also go by the name FaZe.
No, I haven't heard that name before.
What about a scarred woman?
I'm looking for a young woman with some kind of facial scars. Can you recall a person like that?
Oh, yeah. Her.
I
Looked
figured it
like
would be
burn
her
scars
rather
to
than
me,
Cooper.
but she wore a hood and wasn't facing me, so I couldn't tell for sure.
Wow, really? Tell me more, please.
She was one of Eric's girls, I think. I saw them a few times out of the hallway. A real harpy, that one.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
This is off the record, right? I could get in real trouble for what I'm about to tell you.
Of course, you have my word.
You think I'm a reporter?
Well, I was really worried about Eric, you know, so I made sure to write down everything he was up to, so I could help him better, and I overheard them talking.
Are you telling me you have a transcript?
Yes.
Well, Rachel, that would be tremendously useful to me.
I realize that. I'm not comfortable giving you all of my notes. Some of them are private, but I can give you a copy of the transcript with the scarred girl.
I don't want to know.
That would be amazing. Thanks.
Okay, wait here. I'll be right back.
Waiting around.
Here you go.
Waiting around. Didn't need
Perfect.
to animate that.
Thanks, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Alright, and I might as well ask you about Victor Cooper as well. You don't happen to know him, do you? SSA, they would have extensive tags on 803. Yes. I heard a quote. I'm trying to remember what the quote was that I heard recently. Something about how fanfiction is that stories have been so squished into a particular shape by corporations and stuff that fanfiction is the continuation of the oral tradition where the stories changed with each telling. That fanfiction is the claiming back of stories into that sort of mold where you can change the bits and pieces that you want at every turn. Something like that. I can't remember the exact quote. But yeah. Alright, do you know about Victor Cooper?
I'm trying to find a park ranger named Victor Cooper. Do you know him?
No, sorry.
Alright, well, what about the transcript? Can we talk
Thanks
about
again
that?
for this.
No, alright.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be helpful.
Can I read it and then ask you questions about it? No? Fanfiction is a way of culture repairing the damage done to a system where contemporary myths are owned by corporations that are owned by the folk. That sounds very much like it, yes.
All right. I need to leave now. Will you be okay?
I will. I think I'd like to be left alone now. I'll go call my pastor.
All right. Take care, Rachel, and, God bless you.
You too, Eileen.
Actually, it's...
Yeah.
Never mind. Bye.
Alright, let me read the transcript. Alright. 4:15. Eric and a woman enter the hall through the main doors. Woman. I've said it all before. You must have faith. I know. Her cellular phone rings. Hello? Who is it? Quiet. What? Don't. I'm coming. Woman appears to hang up. Great. Another fucking episode. Guess we're not hanging out then? Oh, fuck off, Eric. Everything isn't about you. She hurries out and slams the door. That faith, huh? Just lovely. Eric enters the apartment and locks the door. Notes, I saw through my mailbox that Eric wore a very nice checkered dress shirt with jeans and his hair was perfect. The woman wore all black with a hood over her head and it looked like she had burn scars. The woman was vile and they seemed to talk about faith. Have my prayers been answered? Will Eric find Jesus? No, I think her name is Faith.
Rachel seems to think they were talking about Faith, but I think that's actually her name.
Yes. No, don't. Scarred woman dash Faith. I was going to say at least put a question mark there. I wouldn't have scrubbed it out myself. Alright, onwards to Kassidy. And we'll go back to Deacon's place, the King of Kings. King of Kings. Why couldn't I recognise that? Alright, hey. Hey, buddy. Somebody called Faith. I was just thinking, wow, that's going to bring up a lot of false positives, isn't it? Because I was thinking, yeah, you can just press Control F and then search for faith, but it's a church, so there'll be loads and loads of false positives. They're not going to do that. This is 1990. They're not going to press Control F. He's going to have handwritten notes, isn't he? Man. I guess it's 98, so we're only a year away from Windows
Another
99.
thing.
Yes?
Well, Windows 98. No, we're in Windows 98. Maybe he does have it. Maybe he's an early adopter.
So, remember
I don't know
that
what Windows
scarred
98
homeless
is.
woman we talked
99
about? I think her name is Faith.
Ah, interesting. Give me a moment to check the records.
Now, fade to black, so we don't need to animate it.
Yes, there was a Faith Cyrene. An apartment was arranged for her at 12 Onyx Row in 1996. No phone number listed.
That's tremendously helpful. Thanks.
You're quite welcome. I sincerely hope she provides the answers you're looking for.
Alright, Faith Cyrene. New location added.
Alright, I'm heading back out.
Goodbye, young lady.
Alright, well, before we head off to...
That's my best lead yet, but it's getting late. I better swing by the office and grab a bite to eat before I check
It's
it out.
getting late. Look at the sky. Look at how amazing it is. It's not at all getting late. Alright, now it's late. I was going to go back to my office anyway, and seeing as you've said that, we're going back to my office. Because I want to pet the cat. Oh...
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Alright, well, alright. I was also going to phone up Eileen and just see if she had anything on Faith. For, you know, it's a paper. Maybe she had something, I don't know. Let's drop by Meadows' place then. Because Eileen's there. Oh. No? I guess maybe they don't hang out every night.
I guess she's not home.
Alright. Alright. Well, no, we'll wait until the end of day 4, and then we'll have a look and see if what exciting achievements we have achieved. That's it. I thought it was... No. It wasn't apartment number 12. It was just an apartment. Roof access. Is that it? Apartment and roof access. Oh, and of course, way back to Kassidy. Well, let's go to the roof for no reason.
No reason to go up there.
Yes, that's what I just said. Let's go there for no reason.
Locked. Guess no one's home.
No! Locked. I guess the door is locked. They might be inside. They might have locked the door after they came in. You know, so that they don't get robbed by people or interrupted by... Alright, well, I've got lock
My
picks.
expert lock-picking set. Not many locks can withstand these little fellas.
Alright, time to unlock it. Who locks their door after going inside? No one, of course, yeah. Definitely not me, every time I go inside. Alright, okay. There's a cell phone. Some shelves and a painting and a mattress.
Snake just redeemed, sit on it and swivel.
Alright, I will swivel.
Various groceries. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I mean, I don't put my groceries just on... Well, I suppose it depends what I'd have.
Snake just redeemed, hydrate.
Whee! Slow swivel this time. Slowly turning around, not going fast. Having made it here. Woo! We have done at least one complete circuit. And hydrate, sorry. Yes. Ah, delicious, tasty, and water. Needs to spend some week fully catching up. What's the next time I will be playing this? I will be playing it again on Point and Click Sunday. Tuesdays, Sundays for this one. Which, you know, I really should make a thing. In a thing. I really should add a bot to this so that you can go ! Schedule, and then it will say, hey, these are the games I'm playing. But, you know, then I'd actually have to be doing things and not just being lazy. Alright. Let's find this painting. Let's click on it.
Huh. That poor thing doesn't put a dent in the god-awful aesthetic of this room.
That's not the only reason to have a painting. Let's have a look at the mattress.
I guess she likes to sleep rough.
Oh, she has a... Oh, she's choosing to do that. There are drawers.
All empty. This isn't a residence, it's a safe house.
Ah.
Pretty decent view of the city from up here. Certainly beats the brick wall outside my office window.
She's been having Chinese.
Freshly eaten. Somebody was here recently.
I mean, they've left their phone. Of course they have. Alright, and a sink.
Looks barely used. Guess Faith doesn't spend much time here.
No, alright, and if I press space, it's just... Yes, just phone. But who was phone? Who was phone?
No proper bed, but a cell phone. This gal needs to get her priorities straight.
Oh, I was expecting you to, you know, comment on it or do something
Password
with it.
protected, of course. I'll see if I can crack this later.
Ah, yes, Sunday. Definitely not Saturday night and only Sunday based on the definition of starting past midnight. Yes. Yes, my Sunday. That is when I will be doing it, yes. Alright, I guess we're leaving now to hallway.
Fuck. That came from the roof.
Alright. Well then, we know what we need to do.
No time for that. I need to go check the roof.
No, there was a gunshot. Don't run towards the gunshot. Run away from the gunshot. Alright, Kathy. I mean... Who is that? Who is dead? Oh, no!
The alley. Watch out!
No, not Lucas.
It's fine. She's just trying to get away. We need to get you to a doctor.
Too late.
I've self-diagnosed it.
Lucas!
No, don't pick it up. Oh, well, alright.
No. You're not gonna get away with this.
Apparently I am.
I'm gonna catch you, and I'm gonna kill you.
Where's the gun? And you have fired the gun, so now you could be... Now they can paraffin test your hands and go, hey, it was you. Ah, Lucas.
Come on, kid. Time to get back up.
But you're dead. So I'm dreaming.
Lucas?
Who else?
Wearing a helmet.
Your mother?
Wait, you didn't bleed out?
Passed out from the pain. Didn't bother to check my pulse, did you?
That doesn't... I'm dead, aren't I?
Ha! Yeah, I see how that could make sense. Maybe you cracked your skull on the pavement and this is our last tango. That'd be pretty funny.
No, I can't be fucking dead. I'm supposed to avenge you.
Avenge me? An alcoholic has-been? Wife and kids who loathe him? Please. You should be concerned with whomever is willing to avenge you.
I don't think anyone would do that for me. Anyone alive, that is.
I mean, Eileen might.
No argument there.
Not in a
You haven't been making
way,
friends lately, have you?
but in a
I guess not.
expose
sorry,
the person
Lucas.
on the paper way.
I should have been there for you.
Why should you? You're too good for that. You're new blood, and I'm just a fossil.
That's not...
Let's not play games, kid. I know you. Afterlife or not, we can't stay here. This place reeks of gasoline.
No, the
Come on.
Katmobile.
I know the way.
He's going into the light. The light. And yes, it did just really do the kill the partner, old partner. Why are we killing the mentor? Why not both? Yeah, I mean, why not? Dumpster.
Nothing but a big load of trash. I don't need to mess with that.
Why not? It's the Katmobile.
The bike is toast. I'm lucky to be alive.
No. Oh. I mourn this more than I lost the loss of Lucas. At least we crashed
These
into boxes.
boxes must have cushioned the crash. I guess that's why I'm still breathing.
Yep, the one time we don't see you with a helmet on and you crash. Okay. Skid marks. Drain. Kassidy. Boxes, alright.
This
Kassidy.
city of ours is oblivious and indifferent to what happened here. I really lost control there, didn't I?
Yes, you crashed and died.
Just some drain. I have more important things to worry about.
It's just a drain, don't worry about it. Why is that even a thing then? Alright, I guess we're going through the doorway. Into the light. Or through the light.
Hey! Wait up!
Yeah, we're already... This isn't happening. Blue, turning to red.
What's going on, Lucas?
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
Too late, you're dead.
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
No, not time to move on.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
No, we've got no more. Alright. Oh, curtains. Why are there curtains here? Did I miss out on something exciting there? Yeah. Oh, we're on the stage.
Lucas?
Here's Kathy Rain!
What the hell is this? Who said that?
Now, who's got something to say to the one and only badass bitch herself?
I'm tired of being manipulated, Kathy. You've always got some hidden agenda.
I'm always in a point-and-click
I've been
game.
nothing but a good friend to you, and there's only so much I can take. We were great together at Rain Investigations, and then you had to ruin it all by blaming me when things started to go downhill. That was so unfair, and it really hurt me. Will you ever change?
I'm too scared. Whenever I've been vulnerable, I've been abandoned. I wish I could become the friend you deserve, but I'm broken. Want to, but the misery sits too deep. It's too heavy, too contagious. I'm too scared. Let's say that. Let's admit our pain.
I'm too scared. Whenever I've been vulnerable, I've been abandoned.
When we were young, you used me and threw me away. That really fucked me up. And now you're doing it again. Have you ever thought about why you're alone? Why everything keeps going to shit?
You can fuck off, man. People like me are just meant to be alone, sitting in a pile of shit. It's exactly where I'm supposed to be. I can't help it. I'm stuck in my own filth. The only way to claim life is to pull others down. None of that. Fuck you, man. We don't have to build a lasting relationship like that. We can be our own people. We can be ships that pass in the night and never do that. It's not. I mean, it's not my fault you caught feelings. It's not quite the situation I want to say there, but alright. Fuck you. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Sitting in a pile of shit is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
It's fine.
Happiness is never anything but a brief, fleeting respite.
Who are you?
And what did you do to my fucking daughter?
Oh, fuck you.
I'm right here, Mom. Ready to take out the trash.
Hallelujah.
Uh-oh, somebody's out for blood.
Time to bash some sense into you, bitch. Can't. This is confusing.
A penny, a Russian doll,
Me, was it?
a club of hearts. We're at the club of hearts.
There's
A Russian doll and a penny.
and there's something, and then before we. There was,
All right, this is
There's
all right. I choose the Russian doll. Myself inside myself.
one holds another, holds another, holds another.
Yes.
There's
We got a penny.
minted the year she was born. She lost it, and it is mine now.
Okay. And the club of hearts.
Yes, bash her brains in. Finish her.
No, that's not. No, that is not the imposter.
The imposter. I must end her. No, she is not worthy. No, she is not worthy.
So am I just going to bash her brains in? Am I seeing this from the perspective now of, like, I've crashed and I'm down amongst the boxes, and now the other Kathy, Faith, we'll call her, is coming back to smash her heads in. And this is Kathy on the ground going, oh, I don't understand what's going on. Is that what's going on here?
God, what a nightmare.
Meow.
Good girl. Let's go back to sleep.
Is Lucas dead? Is Lucas alive? What happened?
What's that, honey? We got a rat in here?
Am I not? No, okay. Hello.
I am in you now.
Oh dear.
I know your flesh and your fiery heart. A heart that yearns to be crushed. Before the immolation takes hold and nothing remains.
This isn't real. I destroyed you. I destroyed the place you came from.
Nah.
There is no death. Only change. I am the limb of man, but you may call me Mr. Burgundy. Now, let the liturgy commence.
Where? Ah, there's my cat. I wondered where it was. No. Day 5, May 28th, 1998.
It was him, yet it wasn't. He realized that he had to be the one to pass through the threshold. He had to be the one to take responsibility.
Ugh.
If this ends with
Kathy
dying, taking responsibility for that, I will... Thanks for skipping the Bible. It would have kept me knocked out, I'm sure. Who else? Do you know many other blue-haired comatose girls? I'd ask if I was dead, but I can tell right away this place isn't nearly hot enough. No, let's do the blue-haired comatose girl. We're not going to make fun of your religion either way.
Who else? Do you know many blue-haired comatose girls?
Thank God. Are you okay?
Meh.
Just peachy. How long was I out?
4 days.
Fuck.
This is not the 5th day, then.
Mildred's okay. Don't worry.
That's a relief. The bike, then?
What about Lucas?
It was pretty beat up, but Dad fixed it. It's standing out in the parking lot.
But he hates me. Why'd he do that?
I'd be the first to admit that you're not his favorite person, but he happens to love this gal, and I'll tell you, she pouted real bad at him.
You didn't have to do that, E.
You're right. I didn't. But I wanted to. Sometimes people care. Everything doesn't always have to be some cynical tit for tat.
I guess not.
Doesn't have to be.
So, I heard about Lucas.
Don't remind me. He wanted to be a team and I turned him down. If I'd had his back that night, maybe he'd still be alive.
Or you'd both be dead. You know better than to blame yourself like this, Kathy.
Maybe so, but it doesn't matter. It's over. I'm finished. This medical bill will be the final nail in my coffin.
What's up with the defeatist attitude, Detective? That's not how we usually solve a case, is it?
You don't really want to help, E. You're just feeling guilty because I got myself hurt.
No, that has nothing to do with it. The Soothsayer killed Lucas. He was my friend too. Are we really gonna let this monster get away with what they did to him?
What's this? Dusting off the good old eye for an eye, are you, E?
Yeah,
no,
that's the way to do this.
This is about doing the right thing. The Soothsayer has to be stopped. Despite our faults, we've always made a great team. And it's time for us to step up. For Lucas. What do you say?
Well, I say we better get some heavy painkillers or we won't get far. I feel like I've been through a grinder.
That's
the spirit. Hey, doctor! We've got a girl here in need of some heavy drugs. Stat.
That's the last thing I thought I'd ever hear come out of your mouth.
I'll go grab some lunch while you guys talk, okay?
Okay.
Sure. See you in a bitty. All right. Lay it on me, Doc. How bad is it?
You've suffered 2 rib fractures and some cuts and bruises, but your most serious condition is what's called a subdural hematoma, a buildup of blood on the surface of the brain.
Oh, fuck. That sounds serious.
It is. Most cases are treated with cranial surgery to drain the blood and alleviate the pressure. However, your hematoma is relatively small, and its location makes surgery a greater risk, so we chose a more conservative approach, managing it with medication and closely monitoring the results.
All right.
I mean,
how has the condition progressed?
We performed an MRI yesterday, and the good news is that the hematoma has shrunk in size. We believe it will heal on its own, but I would advise that you remain here under observation for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that won't fly, Doc. Money is an issue. Can I check myself out and continue the treatment on my own?
Technically, yes. We can prescribe some corticosteroid pills to help manage the symptoms. I wouldn't recommend this course of action, though. You'd have to sign an AMA form.
Against medical advice.
Anything?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'm aware of how that works. What risks should I know about?
Well, physical exertion and additional head trauma may exacerbate the injury, resulting in severe headaches, confusion, and loss of consciousness. If you're unlucky, it may even be fatal.
Well, damn. Guess I better take it easy. What about this neck brace thing?
Oh, that's just standard procedure in cases like this. Those x-rays came back clean, so you can safely remove it.
And then I can
All
shake
right,
my
good.
hand.
Let's get that form then, Doc.
I'm sure that will be great
Very
for my
well.
subdural
Oh,
hematoma.
and before I forget, there was a young police officer here looking for you. He said he knew you?
Sounds like Josh. Thanks for the heads up. All right, all dolled up and ready to go. Time to get out of this joint. Geez, I'm popular. If I knew I'd get this many visitors, I'd have crashed my bike months ago.
Greetings. It looks like you are feeling better.
Hi. Do I know you?
You don't recognize me. We met at the library a while back.
Yes, why are you here?
Oh, right. The librarian guy. No offense, buddy, but, what are you doing in what will soon cease to be my hospital room?
I apologize for barging in. I should properly introduce myself.
Oh.
I am Tom Ward, but you may know me as T.
Right, okay.
Oh, you're the guy. You left me all those notes.
Yes. For reasons I cannot explain, I felt that a subtle approach was safer for both of us. However, given what happened to you and your late friend, the stakes are getting too high, so I'd like to propose an alliance.
An alliance? Why? Who are you? Have you been stalking me?
Who I am is not an easy question to answer, but I'll say this. Much like yourself, I have a score to settle with the Soothsayer.
That's so? What kind of score?
An immeasurable one. Everything was taken from me. My life was destroyed. I was enslaved.
Enslaved? Were you tied up in a creepy serial killer dungeon, or what?
Not quite. There is a malevolence hiding behind the Soothsayer. This evil found me at my lowest point, forcing me into bondage.
Are you saying that the Soothsayer is doing the bidding of someone else?
Yes. I also believe that the conjunction tomorrow will be instrumental to their plans.
Ah, so you're crazy.
Huh?
Understood.
What plans? What conjunction?
As for their plans,
I know
I don't know for sure, but I'm certain that the murders serve a specific purpose. The conjunction I speak of is when Saturn and Venus meet in the sky. It's the first such occurrence in over 80 years. Some believe that this event is charged with, esoteric potency.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-huh. I think I've heard enough.
You don't believe me. I feared as much. Very well. I will pursue the Soothsayer on my own.
Never mind that you've
Perhaps
seen Saturn
our
and Venus
paths will cross
close
again.
Already.
Yeah, you do that. See you, buddy.
Never mind that you've seen supernatural stuff before.
There was something really off about that guy.
Yeah, I agree that
Hey,
keeping up with
what'd
him
I
is
miss?
not great.
Who was that man?
No one. Just some creepy weirdo.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I'm ready to head out. Let's go.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
So, yeah, that about sums it up.
Wow. What a wild case. What will you do next?
The Chief Ranger should be back now, so I think I'll go talk to him about Cooper.
Yeah. It must be dangerous to confront Cooper himself, though, if he is who you think he is.
Yes. Before I go anywhere near him, I should retrieve Lucas's gun. I wasn't kept under police surveillance at the hospital, so the cops couldn't have found it yet. It must still be somewhere around the crash site.
It's in the drain.
Then there's Longhorn PI, right? Maybe Lucas left some things behind?
Assuming the cops haven't ransacked the place, yes. But good idea. I should check there sooner rather than later.
How can I help with all of this then?
Well, there's this cell phone that I found in Faith Cyrene's apartment. Passcode protected. Maybe you could do something with that?
You bet. I'll have that cracked in no time.
Great. Guess we have a plan then. Meet up here tonight?
Okie dokie.
Yay. New location added, but more than that. It's
Nah,
Mildred.
I'll let her sleep in peace.
It's Mildred.
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Alright. I'm going to go back into my living area, and I'm definitely not going to immediately just click on the bed so that I can collapse and go to sleep. That's not it. That's not what's happening
I
here.
wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
Like a hospital bed. Alright, okay. Well, there's nothing in here that I want right now, apart from all of those helmets. You know, any one of those helmets would have been great for the following. Alright, before we go on, let's have a look at... You're just seeing me moving the thing all around on the screen, but I'm looking at God Galaxy. And I'm just going to see Kathy Rain 2. Yes, we have done 4 more achievements. So the 4 we have... Cat Lover. Nearly committed suicide by cat. Or Cut Lover, sorry, not Cat Lover. Achievement unlocked, which is the Scissors Cat one. Okay. Pattern recognition. Found an early drive for Corey's magnum opus. That's got Kathy kneeling down by the fire pit. So we noticed that. That's good. The view is always greener. Realise that everybody's view is better than yours. Oh, because we clicked on all the views. Lovely. Like that. And higher stakes. Finished day 4. Dun dun dun. Alright, so we did those 4. Alright. Hey. Oh, we got an answering machine message. Ah, okay. Also, there we go. Eileen, what have you got to say? I want to ask you about things.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure. What's up?
I mean, I really want to discuss my medical condition with you, but,
What are your thoughts on Faith Cyrene?
Well, she must be a ruthless woman, butchering Lucas like that.
It's me.
I'm guessing it wasn't her first kill. She knew several of the murder victims. And even if she didn't take them out personally, she's gotta be a major accessory.
Probably, yeah. I wonder who's in charge, though. Is Faith Cyrene calling the shots, or is it the ranger guy?
Maybe.
Good question. It could even be someone else entirely. I don't think we know enough to say for sure.
I guess if the bald man was the ranger, I guess we would have picked up on that already. Because maybe not. Maybe it's been several years and they don't recognize him.
What do you think about Victor Cooper?
Well, from what you told me, he sounds like a dangerous person. We have to be careful if we decide to go after him.
Yeah. What about Corey Fees?
What's your opinion on that Faze guy?
Well, drug addicts aren't the most reliable witnesses, are they? We should probably take some of the things he told you with a grain of salt.
That's what
that might be for the best.
Maybe not, though. Rose's lover?
What are your thoughts on the Engstrom patient that Rose had a relationship with?
Well, I'd say it's an odd coincidence if it has nothing to do with her murder.
Agreed. Let's hope we can get to the bottom of who this mystery patient is soon.
What about Tabitha Caldwell?
How do you think Tabitha Caldwell fits into the case?
I don't think she does.
Hard to say, but everything we have on her is circumstantial, right? So she could easily be innocent in all of this.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I think she was just where they purchased the things from.
What's your take on Rachel Wang, Eric's neighbor?
From what I know about her, she seems like a really troubled person. I hope she can get the help she needs.
When we meet her, are you gonna... am I gonna still be Eileen and you can pretend to be Kathy? Does that sound fun? No? Oh, I don't know. Alright, what about Rose Taylor?
Any thoughts on the first victim, Rose Taylor?
Not sure, but that affair that she had with an Engstrom patient sounds suspicious, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if this lover of hers was involved in her death.
I mean, given everything else that's going on, maybe.
What do you think happened to Eric Holloway?
From what we learned from Rachel, Faith Cyrene had her claws in him, didn't she?
Yeah. Eric was murdered on a roof too, just like Lucas. Everything points to Faith as the culprit.
Benedict Townsend.
What's your theory on the deacon?
Reverend Winters said that he set up Faith Cyrene with an apartment, right? Well, she probably got close to him just like Eric and then had him killed.
The question is how? It clearly looked like suicide by hanging.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I can't imagine how that could happen to a devout Christian like the deacon.
Unless the deacon had his faith shattered? I don't know.
What do you think about Jane Doe, the burned woman?
Oh, what an agonizing death. It makes me wonder if the Soothsayer had some kind of personal vendetta against her.
It's possible. The other murders were relatively quick and clean in comparison, weren't they?
Yeah, quite a risk too, right? Doing it in a public place and everything?
Good point. Seems like an escalation. But then again, most serial killers grow bolder with each kill, don't they?
I guess so. In any case, learning Jane Doe's real identity should be key.
Agreed.
Deborah Sinclair.
So, Deborah Sinclair, how do you think she ended up crossing paths with the Soothsayer?
I don't know, but the cabin had no signs of a break-in, right? She probably trusted her killer.
Most likely, yeah.
Alright, and the Soothsayer?
What's your take on the Soothsayer?
They're sick, whoever they are. I don't want to understand them. I just want to stop them from hurting any more people.
Alright, and now we can ask about the most important thing of all, Mildred.
How'd you get along with Mildred when I was out?
It was like I never left. She's such a cutie.
Yay, what about Kassidy?
I've been meaning to ask, how do you like living in Kassidy?
Oh, we've done that one.
Oh, like any big American city, it's got some issues, but overall I'm happy here. My family and church are both close by. I've got a decent job, and I adore my little garden apartment. Things could be worse, you know?
Good to hear. I wish I could say the same, but you know me, I was born discontent.
got anything? Oh, pills. I've got new pills and a strength. Yeah.
The doctor gave you those?
Yep. I meant to take them if my head injury acts up.
Alright. We'll remember that. What about this cat tree?
I don't want to ask her about that.
But I want to ask her about the cat tree.
Sometimes I regret becoming a PI.
Do you really? I can't imagine you doing anything else.
Me neither. That doesn't mean I can't be miserable, though.
Oh, you.
Alright, okay. Yep. We'll leave here. We've asked about all the things, and I don't want to ask about
that's
this.
all.
I mean, I could have asked you about the
Okie
stuck
dokie.
drawer again, I guess. Okie dokie.
I should listen to my messages before I leave.
Right, yes, I forgot about that. I was blocking it and couldn't see. Or, just forgot.
Hey, it's me, Josh. I heard you woke up and left. I just wanted to let you know that, things don't look good for you with Mr. Longhorn. He had a lot of friends here, and everyone's looking for a scapegoat. I've been trying to keep the guys off your back, but there's only so much I can do. So, yeah, I think it's in your best interest to come to the station voluntarily. It's only a matter of time until there's a warrant with your name on it. Oh, and I'm sorry about what happened before. I was in a bad place. Let's talk and clear the air when we can, okay? Bye.
That doesn't sound good.
Yep.
Nope.
I think it was
We'll
you.
have to crank up the pace. No time to get derailed by the cops.
But wait, don't we have to work with the police to stop the killer?
Eventually, yes, but I know the cops in this town. The only way we'll get those boneheads on our side is if we give them the Soothsayer on a silver platter. There can't be a shred of doubt. And after everything that went down with Lucas, the odds aren't in our favor.
I suppose so. We better stick with the case then.
I can call Josh on the phone, actually. Let's give him a call. Let's call Eileen's office.
No need, he is right here.
I wanted to call the number.
No way. After what happened with Lucas, I gotta give the cops a wide berth. I can't have them slow me down.
But they know where... They know where you are. They know where you live and work. Alright. Whatever. Alright, well first of all, let's go to the crash site and get the gun. It's me. Oh, box moving man. Hey there. Thank you for, not having picked up those boxes before. Hey, delivery
Just
man.
some guy on a break. I shouldn't bother him. Useful for heavy lifting. I don't need to do anything with that.
That's not the way that works. Usually, if you look like you're on a break, people come over and bother you immediately.
Nope, no gun here.
No, I know, it's right there, in the drain.
Bingo. I can see something shiny down there. How to get it up, though?
Can I use the trolley? Point of impact.
That must be the spot. I don't remember the actual impact.
Oh no.
Useful for heavy lifting. I don't need to do anything with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything in the dumpster?
Nothing but
I
a
can
big load
use?
of trash. I don't need to mess with that.
Alright, we went through this doorway.
In real life, that's just some random industrial building. No need to go in there.
Alright. Skid marks.
I really lost control there, didn't I?
I don't think... Well, I don't know. Maybe that is how it would look. That looks very weird. What about the delivery van?
Business as usual. As if I was never here. This city of ours, oblivious and indifferent to what happened here.
Alright, well, it's not... I can't fill it up with water so that the object is lifted because it's a heavy gun. I do not think I have what I need to get it out of the drain yet.
It's the pills I was given for my head injury.
Yeah.
Should be taken in case of any sudden headaches or dizziness.
In case of, not when it happens. Alright, well then take one now then. After I've driven somewhere. Yep, putting our helmet on, that's great. Definitely need that. Longhorn PI. Alright, let's go there next. Drinks. Smokes.
Good thing I still had my spare key. Looks like the cops haven't been here yet, so I better work quickly before they get a warrant and ransack the place.
4 days. 4 days and they haven't been there. Come on.
Guess that Hawaii retirement isn't happening, Lucas.
Oh look, his coat's gone. Newton's cradle.
No way. I can't stand that stupid clicking sound.
Alright.
Looks like Lucas has plotted out all the Soothsayer murders here on a map. I don't see any obvious pattern.
No.
Just some old news coverage of a big case Lucas solved in the 80s. Mob-related. Got pretty hairy, he told me.
Yeah, no, we'll never tell you.
Pretty standard literature in the PI biz. I have copies of most of these back in my office. I've always been jealous of this view. It was the one thing I couldn't hope to match when I set up RAIN investigations.
Well, we can set up here then, can't we? We can set up here and we'll have this lovely view now that he's not using this place, right? No?
Old pictures of Lucas and his army buddies. He served in Vietnam.
Yes, he did.
Lucas's favorite brand of whiskey. He made me promise to down one of these at his funeral. Silly old man. Lucas's favorite cigars. Whenever he was stuck on a case, he'd light up one of those and just sit and ponder in that chair.
Well, alright. Well, let's look at the desk and then in the trash can. Sneezing, not even once. Right, we have a pager, yeah, because we don't know how he knew about Faith. We don't know how he got there. Maybe he couldn't have heard anything on the police radio. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's check the pager first of all.
Looks like Lucas received a few messages on this pager recently. I believe this model can only display numbers.
Okay. 10111-064. And if we turn it upside down? No, I don't think so. Well, no, that's an H usually for a 4, isn't it? That's a number. That no, because that was a 9 in a minute. I mean, 555-215542. That's a number. I mean that. All right. How do I? Right there. There it is. Where's that address?
Lucas's address book. I can cross-reference it with my notes.
All right. Did you have Faith's?
Nothing new, just her Onyx Row address, which I already have.
Okay. I'm surprised that was in there. Do you have Victor's?
Worth a shot, but no, nothing.
Rose's lover, discharge.
What if I could, but I don't have a name to search for?
You might have had it under Rose's lover. You got Corey?
I don't need to look that up.
Alright. I mean, this is just going to go through all of them. You got anything on Pyre?
I don't need to look that up.
I mean, it's an address book. Maybe you had an address for Pyre?
I don't need to look that up.
No. Tabitha?
I don't need to look that up. What if I could?
Yeah.
I don't need to.
There you go.
Worth a shot, but no, nothing.
Alright. Do you have other addresses?
I don't need to look that up. I don't need to look that up.
I mean, yes you do.
I don't need to look that up.
I mean, Jane Doe, we're not gonna...
I don't need to look that up.
That's not gonna find us anything. Well,
I don't need to look that up.
Maybe Jane Doe will. Well,
I don't need
let's
to
just
look that
click
up.
on all of them and have them anyway.
I don't need to look that up. I don't need to look that up.
Do you have the Soothsayer?
I don't need to look that up.
Alright, okay. Okay, so I don't think we have anything else to look at right now then. We've got a phone. I can't call my own place.
No need to make that call from here.
I mean, no need to make any of those calls from here.
No need to make that call from here.
Right. That is a number. Can I in any way can I do anything with that? 101104. Maybe some of this is a... Alright, let's look at everything else that's on
Now,
first of all.
I've got my own.
Family.
The Longhorn Boys. Lucas and his sons. This photo must be several decades old.
Manual.
Standard KPD radio manual. Lucas probably used this to decipher police communications.
Okay, is that anything to do with this? 10-4, acknowledgement. 10-6, busy. Standby, unless urgent. Out of service, in service, repeat. Fight in progress, dog case. Standby, stop. Weather, road report, civil disturbance. Domestic problem. Meet complainant, return to station. Location, disregard, arrive at scene. Assignment complete. Report in person. Meet. That might be it, I don't know. Driver's license info, official registration info, check for wanted, check crime in progress, emergency, unit standby, correct time, stopping suspicious vehicle traffic accident, message for local delivery, negative, en route, ETA estimate time of arrival. Oh, and then we've got... Interesting. Okay. So... Can I put the two together in some fashion? No. Alright.
Weird note. Some sort of reminder?
Is that 000 or is that DDD? Park, Mall, Cafe, Square. 4x4.
Very cryptic. Knowing Lucas, this is some sort of reminder.
Alright.
That list of locations is interesting. I'm only familiar with the park. I wouldn't know what places the others are referring to.
I wonder if it's to do with that. I don't know.
Alright, so this is what Lucas was up to this month. Hopefully I can find some useful clues in here.
Jackson's birthday.
Jackson is Lucas's youngest son. Must be his birthday that day.
Adam's delivery.
This must be that thing Lucas mentioned about digging up dirt on the mayor. Shouldn't be relevant to me right now.
Dentist.
I guess those bad fillings are the least of your worries now, buddy.
Dog watching.
Dog watching, huh? For whom, I wonder?
And another dog watching.
Dog watching.
JK, meet Kev.
I remember this JK person from when I worked here. They're a police informant. I don't know their real identity, though.
I mean, it could be Josh.
Probably worth trying to learn more about them.
JK.
Looks like Lucas had a meeting with JK here on the 18th. That's a few days before he approached me about the Soothsayer.
See, Kathy, reward.
That's the day when Lucas came to me to ask to team up. I wish I'd taken him up on it.
Alimony lawyer.
Looks like some meeting related to Lucas's ex-wife. I doubt that's relevant to me.
Onyx stakeout.
That was the night when he died.
And Memorial Day, JK.
JK deliver? Here on the 25th.
It's not DDD.
Was Lucas waiting for a delivery from the informant when he died? JK deliver? Here on the 25th. Was Lucas waiting for a delivery from the informant when he died?
Okay. So that will tell us where. Alright. Can I look up JK?
Still just the initials, but a number for JK is listed here. I should give them a call.
Hey. Alright. Well then, let's give them a call. I'm sure they haven't tapped his phone by now. Well, not if they've had 4 days and they haven't got a warrant to come search it.
You have reached a numeric pager system. Please enter up to 12 digits and end your message with the pound key.
Alright,
oh,
okay.
Yeah. Now I remember. Lucas used some kind of secret pager code to arrange meetings with his informants. I shouldn't try to leave any messages here until I'm sure I've cracked the code.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully
gonna take me
some
a
of the
while.
clues here on the desk can help.
Alright.
Alright, I think that's everything. I'll gather up all the clues and see if I can make any sense
I
of them.
haven't clicked on this yet. Okay, so that's all of them. Alright, yep. And what about you? No, you're nothing?
A police scanner for eavesdropping on the cops. Common practice in the PI business.
Alright, okay. Also, let's check out the trash can, just in case.
Doesn't look like anything of note was thrown away.
Alright. Okay. Well, then let's go back to the desk and see if I can figure out this thing. Right.
Alright, so I know that Lucas used some sort of pager code to set up meetings with his informants, including JK. My objective should be to crack the code and then send a message to JK, posing as Lucas.
Yes, understood. Alright, I was going to say...
All of the coded messages seem to begin with 1011. I should start by figuring out what those numbers mean.
That'll be, oh, that won't be that. 1011. That doesn't make sense. Oh, just JK. Yes. Just joking about how difficult this puzzle is. Okay, I mean 10 sounds like dot dash or dash dot, which could be N. And then what would it, okay, if we say that's dot dash, that's A, then it'd have to be dot dot, which is I. Can I?
These all share the 1011 prefix.
Yes.
I should start by figuring out what that means.
Oh, do I need to type it down here? Okay. Oh, is it Wait. Yes. Here we go. 1011. Okay, it's this over here instead. Dog case. That doesn't sound right. Dog case.
I guess that technically fits, but
Yeah.
I somehow doubt the entire correspondence is dog-related. I should look for other interpretations.
Unless it's... Oh, maybe it's not a 4-digit thing. Maybe it's not a 2-digit thing. Maybe it's dot dash dot dot. It's not a J. Dot D. It could be L. L for Lucas. That makes sense.
No, I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, I do think that's correct. Do you want me to say Lucas?
No, I don't think that's correct.
Alright. So if it's not dot dash dot dot, then it will just be dash dot dash dash. Which is... Y.
No, I don't think that's correct.
No? Why not? Oh, it could be... No. 10... it's JK. Okay, idiot. Because it's the numbers. It's not... Right.
Oh, yeah! 10 and 11 match the positions for J and K in the alphabet. That can't be a coincidence.
Okay. That was embarrassingly stupid.
The same letter mapping doesn't seem to be applicable to the rest of the messages, though. The second part must be encoded differently then. First, there's a simple initial prefix to determine the sender, and then some other representation of the message itself. I should try to craft a message for JK now, requesting a meeting in person. I'll set a goal to arrange a meeting at 2 p.m. in the park, but I'll probably need to send multiple messages to convey that.
Alright. Okay, so we got JK, and then there's 3 digits. That one's got 4 digits. I mean, I assume JK, or not JK, I mean, what would I send? Lucas? Location, 1020, or arrive at scene. Estimated time of arrival, 1077. Right, these are all ones you've received. 1 4, 2 4s, 3 4s, 4 4s. Right, okay, so yeah. So let me click that.
I recognize this number. It's Lucas's ex-wife.
All right.
Probably not relevant in this situation.
Otherwise, that was just going to annoy me, not knowing what that was. All right. I mean, I guess I want to send 99. No, not 99. 1212, because it's Lucas Longhorn. Maybe. Hey, it's me. 1212. I want you to 1023 arrive at scene. The park for or maybe I want 1020 location. 1020 park.
Yes, 1212 would represent LL, Lucas's initials, in the same way that 1011 corresponds to JK. I'm not sure about the rest of the message, though.
Alright, let me put 1023 then. Arrive at scene. 1023. No, that's arrived at scene. Maybe I want 1017 to meet me?
Hmm. 1212 should be the correct prefix, and the numbers after that match one of the 10 codes in the police manual. But I'm not sure I'd convey what I want with this specific 10 code.
Alright, okay. So which ones have you done? You've done... Sorry, that's not what I want. I want to check this. You've done 10-4, acknowledgement. You've done 1024, which is assignment completed, and you've done 1064, message for local delivery. Okay, so maybe I want to do 1064?
Hmm. 1212
right.
should be the correct...
1212. Stand by unless urgent. Out of service, in service, repeat. Fight in progress, door case. Stop. Weather report, civil disturbance. Domestic problem, meet complainant. Arrived at scene, assignment complete. Report in person, meet. Okay, 1025. If I had only seen that.
Yes. 1025 should convey that I want to arrange a meeting in person. I'll send that to JK's pager and see if I can get a response.
Alright, see what he says. Sent. I mean, they're not going to be confused that he's dead. 1004.
Got a response. 10-4. That must mean acknowledged.
Yep. Okay, and all of the zeros mean where
another
is a
one.
question mark.
10,
right,
20,000. Not sure what to make of that one, but I have a feeling that they want me to respond.
Yeah. Okay, so JK 10, 20. Location where? So we want to put in 12, 12, 4. Right? Because we want to meet at the park. Oh, man, I keep pressing enter, but I keep pressing the number pad enter, and it doesn't like that one.
No, I don't think I need to do any actual math. Maybe there is some other way to interpret the post-it?
What are you talking about? Right, I'm not trying to do actual math. Oh, do you want me to go 0004 to meet up there?
Yes. 1212 would represent LL, Lucas's initials, in the same way that 1011 corresponds to JK. I'm not sure about the rest of the message, though.
Alright, do you want me to say location 1024?
No, I don't think I need to do any actual math.
No,
Maybe
what are
there
you
is some
talking-
other way to interpret the
I'm not trying to do maths. 1023 4?
Yes. 1212.
Not sure about the rest of my message. Okay. Then I mean, is it just 1-4? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. 1212 would represent LL.
What maths could you do there? What maths could you do there? 1212 is the number. Right, I am saying it is me. You are asking where?
I'm not sure what 10-20,000 could mean. It's too long for a 10 code.
Oh, do I need to figure out, do I need to tell you what it means? No? Do I need to say... That's location, and I want to tell you the park. You need to tell them the park. Yes. I mean, do you just want me to send 4? Because that doesn't make any sense.
No, I think the first part is wrong.
Right, yeah.
Lucas Longhorn.
Oh, you're saying Lucas Longhorn. That's a nice touch. Okay, so 1212. Right, the park is 1-4. So do you want me to say 4,000?
Yes. 1212
no.
would represent LL.
Because, yeah, I didn't think that made any sense. That's not 1-4. Are we just saying 14?
Yes. 1212.
0004?
Yes. 1212.
04? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. 1212.
You do need 1020. Okay. So I do need go to location. 1-4. That doesn't make, what does X mean? I mean, X is times. Let me do that.
1212 should be the correct prefix, and the numbers after that match one of the 10 codes in the police manual. But I'm not sure I'd convey what I want with this specific 10 code.
Yeah, I would. Go to location. Oh, are we doing 1-10-24? Where X is the thing in the middle?
Yes. 1212.
You want the location. I need you to go to the park. Is it 1017? 4. Meet the complainant. X is an operation. Times? Multiply? Is that what we're talking about there? Because 1, 4 is still 4. I said 1025. Report in person, meet. I mean, I do need to put... I can put it another way. 1, 4, X, where X is 2. So... 1, 2, 4? Because I want to meet at 2?
Yes. 12.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so 12:12, 10:20 to arrive at the scene. Oh. Do I need to say that X is the operation? Right, but I can't put 8 there. No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know... Oh! Right. Right, Lucas is saying the location is the park. Instead of 1 times 4, say 1 4 times. Oh, right. I should have got that from the 33333, shouldn't I? Wherever that was. But that doesn't make it dog case at the cafe. Great. No, that No,
yes,
not dog case
that
at
should
the
work.
cafe, but yeah.
If the list on the post-it is correct, I think that this is the way to tell them that I'd like to meet at the park.
Yeah, JK Calf, yep. I know you want.
Good. Another acknowledgement.
Okay. And now...
And a query
36.
once again, it looks like. If we've settled on the park as a location,
Yep.
what's this now?
Correct time. So... 12:12, 10:36... 2? Or are we looking at 14? I guess, so that we know what time it is.
I'm definitely on the right track here, but I'm not sure I have encoded the time correctly.
Is it 14 o'clock?
How can I get across that I want to meet at 2 p.m.?
24-hour format. Yeah, okay, so I haven't got 00.
Yes, that should
There we
work.
go. I figured 14 was simple enough. Alright. 76. En route.
1076. IE en route. Perfect. I should head to the park and try to find JK.
New location. Oh, frustrating for me because of... Won 4 rounds. Won 4 times, yeah.
Richard's just redeemed Make Me Say a Vowel.
Alright, let's hit the park and then we'll do it. Yep, clever.
Richard's just redeemed
Sitting
Make Me Say a
woman.
Vowel.
Only woman in the park. Only person in the park. So yeah. What was that? What was that? You wanted me to say both I and E. I-E. 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 He said, screaming as he was falling down. But I-E. As in... I was going to say investigate anomaly. But that's not right. That's IA. But you didn't want that. You wanted an I and then an E. I'm not sure what that stands for. It must stand for something, right? It must do. I don't know what it stands for. But yeah, IE, as in there is a single example of this. As opposed to EG, where there are multiple examples of things. Like, it was a colour, EG, red, blue, yellow. Or then the other one, i.e., it was the planet that sustained life, as far as we know it, i.e., Earth. Id est, which is Latin for that is. Right. Thank you. Yes. Well, there we go. I and E together, making IE. Do you have any more examples of IE? I'm sure you do. But IE. I have said vowels. I have said them more than 4 times now. IE, 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 IE. It said IE times 4. There we go. Ah, swiveling as well. Well, we'll do that while we're big.
Richard's just
Woo!
redeemed Sit on It and Swivel.
Why do I always go this way round? Why do I not go a different... Why do I always choose this direction and not the other direction? That's weird, right? No? Not weird? Shrug. Alright. Hello, payphone. I could call you on your pager and have it go off. There's also a trash can. Let's go root through the trash.
I can smell that thing from here.
Come on, let's go over there and root through it and go... Lake area.
Pollution galore. Go for a swim, and you're liable to grow another limb.
Go for a swim, gain a limb. Yes, that's the new slogan we have for this place. That sounds good, eh? On the payphone. I can prove it's you by calling JK. Well, let's not do that right now. Hello, sitting woman.
Hey there. Are you JK?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here I call your pager.
You have reached a numeric pager system. Please enter up to 12 digits and end your message with the pound key.
Doesn't matter, we're just putting a load of numbers and then your pager will go off. It's you! You're JK! Hey, JK.
Let's cut the charade. I heard that thing beep in your pocket. You're JK.
That's so. Who am I talking to?
KR.
I'm Kathy. Lucas couldn't be here. He sent me on his behalf.
No, he didn't. We both know he's dead.
I was going to say, she's got to know he's dead.
All right. I guess you caught me. Why'd you even come if you knew I wasn't him?
Wouldn't you? Part of me wanted to believe the poor bastard faked his own death.
I wish. I was there when he died. A suspect, killed him, and I nearly caught her.
She? It wasn't Andrea Hall, was it?
No, at least, I don't think so. This woman used the name Faith Cyrene. Who is Andrea Hall?
A senior at KCU. Lucas asked me to trace a motorcycle for him and...
And what?
No. Damn it. I've already said too much. We shouldn't be discussing this.
He got him
Look,
killed, so
the damage is done. You already gave me a
should.
name. If I wanted to rat you out to the chief or whatever, I could.
Oh, honey. I'm not trying to protect myself. I'm looking out for you.
Me? You don't even know me. Why do you care?
Because Lucas did. He stood up for me when no one else would. I owe that man a great deal.
If anything, he'd want me to solve the case and destroy that harpy for what she did to him.
No, I don't think so. He loved you like a daughter. You know that, right?
Fuck off. Don't tell me that. Don't you think I feel bad enough already?
That's what grief is supposed to feel like, hon. You're in a bad way, and I won't help you get yourself killed. Now go on. Get out of here.
This lady can go to hell. She doesn't know Lucas. She doesn't know shit.
Yes, she does.
At least I got a lead out of this. Andrea Hall, whoever she is. Guess it's time to head over to the university.
Wait, why are we going to the university? Did you work at the university? Andrea Hall, did she have a bike stolen? What did I miss? What important revelation was there about Andrea Hall? I still need to fish out the gun.
Come in.
Well, you haven't got scars on your face.
Yeah.
Hey there. I'm looking for Andrea.
Is this your idea of a joke?
No? Why do you say that?
You don't recognize me, do you?
Oh, wait. You came to my office a couple weeks ago, didn't you?
Uh-huh. I needed your help with my missing roommate. You can probably guess her name.
Oh. Small world, eh?
Better late than never. I still can't pay your greedy PI fees, though, so you might as well fuck off again.
Sorry about that, but I'm running a business. Another case led me here. I'm not looking to get paid. I just need a few moments of your time, if that's okay.
Figures. Well, fine. Come in, then.
Let me steal some of these cords.
What's
so
your
that I
name
can
again?
Drip
Rebecca
them down
Dawson.
into the
All right.
thing.
I'm Kathy, but I guess
the
you know
drain
that.
to try and get the gun out.
I do. Let's talk.
All right, hey, person. Do you want to know about my pills?
I don't want to show that to her.
Do you want to read this?
I don't want to show
transcript?
that to her.
Would you like to see these scissors which are hiding under?
I don't
want
to show that to her.
How about this mirror?
I don't want to show that to her.
What about this?
I don't want to
to
show that to her.
Have you seen this big?
Have you
bald
ever
man?
seen the guy from this brochure before?
The bald one.
Nope. I would have remembered him.
All right. What about this broken
I don't want to
obsidian
show that to
shard?
her.
What about this?
I don't want to show that to her.
Can I take your picture?
I don't want to show that to her.
Can I pick your logs?
I don't want to show that to her.
Can I burn
I don't
you
want to
alive?
show that to her.
Can I stun
I
you
don't
with
want
a
to show
gun?
that to her.
All right. I'll ask you boring questions then. Hey, I'm doing the Soothsayer murders. She might be a... Oh, God, no. She's not the victim, is she?
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Just what's been reported in the media. So far, I haven't read anything that would connect the case to Andrea, so I've tried not to obsess about it.
What about... I mean, anyway.
What do you
it
know
doesn't
about
matter.
Deborah Sinclair?
No more than what's in the papers. That goes for the other victims, too.
All right. But I want to ask you
What do
about
you
Jane
know
Doe.
about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
No more than what's in the papers. That goes for the other victims, too.
I mean, we don't have anything about Jane Doe, but, I mean, it could be you. What about King of Kings?
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Never heard of it.
What about Azure Sky?
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
No, I don't know that place.
What about Scrying Mirrors?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Hardly anything, beyond the obvious connection to the Soothsayer.
Cool. What about Rachel Wang?
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
No, that's no one I know.
Did your roommate do drugs?
Have you ever heard of a drug called pyre?
No, I'm not a drug user.
But what about your person? Your roommate? What about Tabitha Caldwell?
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
No, I don't know her.
Do you know who Rose's
I don't
lover
want to
was?
ask her about that.
I mean, yes, I do. Corey Faze Flanagan.
Do you recognize the name Corey Finnegan? He also goes by the moniker Faze.
Afraid not. I don't know that guy.
Oh, well. Do you know Faith Cyrene?
Do you know a Faith Cyrene? She's supposed to have some form of facial scars.
Nope. I'd remember a person like that.
All right,
This might be a random question, but Andrea didn't have any facial scars, did she?
No, not any obvious ones at least. Why?
Oh, nothing. Just a wild idea.
She just said, "Hey, Faith Cyrene, she had facial scars." No, I don't know anyone like that. If she doesn't know anyone like that, well, I mean, I guess you have to check. Just
Can you
in
tell
case.
me about Andrea's disappearance?
Sure. Basically, she took off on her motorcycle one night and never came back. Didn't say where she was going or why.
So other person
She was a
has
biker, huh?
Motorcycle.
What kind of motorcycle are we talking about?
Well, it was black, pretty big, looked kind of sporty. I think she said it was imported from Japan.
Got it, yeah. I happened to see one just like it a few days ago. Please, continue.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so, at first, I wasn't worried about Andrea. Suddenly leaving for a day or two wasn't unusual for her. After a week, though, I felt that I had to file a missing persons report. Total waste of time, that was.
I can relate. Kassidy cops aren't a reliable bunch. And then you reached out to me?
Yes. Tried every PI in town. Maybe I was naive to think I could afford any of them, but I felt I had to do something. That plan obviously didn't pan out either. Weeks passed, and after a certain point, I had to let things go. There was only so much I could do.
All right. So Andrea had a tendency to disappear.
So
from
Andrea
time to time?
has had a tendency to disappear from time to time?
Yeah. She's been known to hang out in some sketchy circles. People who like to party hard, if you know what I mean.
Ah, drugs were involved?
Yes, all kinds.
Who were those sketchy people then? Got any names?
No, I didn't want anything to do with that crowd.
All right. So, did she have a drug problem?
So,
No, she
Andrea
could
had
get them at
a
any
drug
time.
problem, did she?
No problem.
She used drugs, yes. She wouldn't call it a problem, though. She'd say she was in full control, and that narcotics were tools like any other, or instruments to improve performance and expand the mind.
And do you agree with that?
For a superwoman like Andrea? Maybe. She seemed to have a handle on it. But I mean, she had a whole circle of junkie friends, and I have no idea what messed up things they were doing off campus.
And you don't know anything about these junkie friends of hers?
No. I tried to keep a healthy distance from those people.
If you know so little about them, how do you know they were even junkies?
Trust me. I grew up in Kassidy. I've seen meth heads on the street since kindergarten.
Yeah, point taken.
All right. What was she like?
What was Andrea like?
She was brilliant. A born engineer, obsessed with technology, computers, and tinkering with all of her little gadgets. But she wasn't weird or awkward like so many smart people are, you know? She understood people. She could explain the most complicated things so anyone could understand.
Sounds like a woman with a bright future ahead of her. I have a feeling it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, though?
No, she had a self-destructive side, too. I think she saw herself as a thing to push to the limit, just like her machines.
Okay. Can you elaborate?
Well, she didn't care much for her health. It felt almost like she found it insulting to be limited by a human body, with all of its inconveniences.
Yep.
Experimenting with drugs was a part of that,
Dare it
I
only
think.
function in a certain specific
I
way.
see.
Damn the human body. All right. What happened when you filed the police report?
What happened when you filed that police report?
Well, they didn't take me seriously at all. I told them the truth about Andrea, and they immediately dismissed her as voluntarily missing, like she was some stupid teen runaway. They never even bothered to come and look at her stuff.
Ah, well then I will look at her stuff. And how long has she been missing?
How long has Andrea been missing?
About a month, I think.
Wait, so she disappeared around the end of April?
Dun dun dun.
Sounds about right. Why?
That's when they found Jane Doe, one of the Soothsayer victims.
Oh, yeah, I read about that, but the age is wrong. Andrea's 22, and the paper said 18.
Rebecca, there's a margin of error. The later paper said early 20s.
Oh, no. How could I be so blind? It's her. It's gotta be her.
We don't know that for sure, but yeah, things don't look great. Andrea is not a local, is she?
Far from it. She came from Australia.
That would explain the lack of dental records, too.
Fuck. We need to tell the cops all of this, don't we?
We do, but let me handle that, okay? I have more evidence to share with them.
Okay. God damn it, Andrea.
Okay, did I ask about a tendency to disappear from time to time? That's how we got the drug problem.
So Andrea has had a tendency to disappear from time to time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Yes. All kind.
Who were those...
No.
Yeah, we got all of it. Thank you. Return. Yeah, you know about...
I'm trying to find a park ranger named Victor Cooper. Do you know him?
No. I'm not much for the outdoors.
Well, I mean, we'll go and speak to his boss. Hey, what have you got to say about Jane Doe now that I've revealed that Jane Doe is your roommate?
I know this is difficult, but we need to talk about the possibility of Jane Doe being Andrea.
No, we've already discussed
Such
that.
a horrible way to go. I wish I had anything useful to say about it.
So nothing you know about the murder connects in any way to Andrea or her habits?
I don't think so. Sure, she went to Constance Hill from time to time, but so does every other college kid, right?
I guess so, yeah. So you're not aware of anyone in particular that she'd hang out with there?
No one comes to mind. Sorry.
Alright, bye.
That's all for now, thanks.
Oh.
Mind if I have a look at some of Andrea's things?
Go ahead. I'll take care of some homework.
I forgot, I could ask you about all these things in the room. Poster.
Some indie art house movie. That's pretty new, I think.
It's probably yours, though, isn't it? I mean, the delineation here seems to be it. Stereo.
Handy for some tunes outside, I'd imagine.
Oh, tunes, you say?
For a goth, it's always Halloween.
Travel bags?
Looks like Rebecca is getting ready for the summer break.
Oh, okay. I guess so, as they're over here. School
Various
supplies.
items for studies, such as empty notebooks and binders.
Rebecca's
So
mostly.
tidy. Reminds me of Eileen, despite Rebecca being the polar opposite of her in nearly every other respect.
Rebecca. No. Leather vest?
That's quite badass, I have to say. I could see myself wearing that.
Excuse me. I mean, that really looks denim from there.
University textbooks. These look to be mostly related to the humanities.
Alright, well, let's look over on this side then. Let me poke in your closet.
Clothes and motorcycle accessories. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
It looks like just like my one at home, so you know, it's obvious.
Makes me think of the black hats, the outlaw bikers I met a few years ago.
No, you're not.
I already searched the closet.
Yeah, but what about the top? No?
I already
This
searched
side?
the closet.
Alright, okay. Box of cables?
What a mess. There are lots of entangled cables of different types and sizes. If I knew what I was looking for, I might be able to dig up something useful from here.
Aha, alright. CD collection?
Andrea's CD collection. There are a lot of records by Sunbeat, Route 6, and Perplex. Reggae music, based on the covers and song titles. University textbooks. Technical for the most part.
Alright, technical things. Small poster.
Looks like some Rastafari thing. I suppose Andrea was into that stuff.
Electronics.
Various
at the top.
gadgets, gizmos, and doohickeys. Yes, I've been known to take science classes.
Stereo
Damn,
system.
impressive setup. Andrea must be a hi-fi aficionado.
A movie poster?
Zodkill, a classic. I could go for a monster movie and some popcorn right about now. Might help me forget about the monsters in the real world.
And your traumatic brain injury, maybe. Disassembly.
Looks like Andrea was taking something apart here. A hard drive, I think. I hear magnets like these are quite strong for their size. Might come in handy.
Aha! And now we can use it
Got
to
it.
pick up thing. Nothing on the bed. Computer. Desk drawers. Let's look at the desk drawers first of all.
There's a spool of metal wire here. I could probably find a good use for that.
We're not even pretending now, are we? It's just, yeah, I'll take these things.
Just your average schedule. Nothing but classes and school events noted here.
Do you see that? Let's see if we can do that again.
Just your average schedule. Nothing
No,
but
okay.
class. I already looked in there.
Oh, I can't get her to look at that. But Kathy just span around. She did a swivel. Woo! On. So you got nothing there. Alright. Oh. Dang, a password.
This looks like some serious encryption. I better head back to the office and see what I can learn about that.
Alright. Hard drive encryption. We'll ask her. Oh, okay. What if I turn it off now? What if I turn it back on? What if I press enter? Oh, yes! Oh my god! Oh, look at all of this stuff. Alright, okay. Well, I don't think we can do anything here without having had Eileen go, oh, I know all about that sort of stuff, maybe? I don't know. We'll turn it off. And exit. Have we missed anything? Closet, stereo. Ah, there, that. Note.
Remind Mom to clean Dreddy's terrarium. Maybe Andrea has some kind of pet reptile back with her folks?
And nobody's... I mean, she's been missing for weeks and hasn't called anybody or talked to anybody, and nobody's in any way gonna interact, say, hey, there's a thing going on.
Half-decent zombie movie. I forced E to watch it. Good times.
Alright, and now I want to ask you about everything that I have just seen around the room, because...
Hey, Rebecca?
Can't miss out on lines. Hey, we're facing the other way now. Hard drive encryption?
Do you know anything about hard drive encryption?
No way. That stuff goes way over my head.
Alright, but what about magnets and spools of wire?
I don't want to show that to her.
What about this?
I don't want to show that to her.
Alright. Hey, you like that?
Pretty good horror flick over there. Scared my friend shitless with it.
Oh, sure. I prefer the 1973 original, though.
Don't tell me you're one of those people.
You don't know the half of it. My dad's a film director. In our family, it's mandatory to be a connoisseur.
No. Alright.
That movie just came out, didn't it?
Yeah, my dad got me the poster. He's in the business.
Alright. Now what about bats?
I don't want to ask her about that.
I want to ask about bats.
So, what kind of music do you play on that thing?
Darkwave and industrial, mostly. Midnight Veil, My Path, and Nightfall are some of my favorites.
Ah, not quite my wheelhouse. I'm more of a metal gal.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, and we could tell that you were a goth emo type person. What does that matter? You're judging a book by its cover, but anyway.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Alright, well what about your leather vest?
Love the vest.
Oh, thanks. Made it myself from Mom's old leather jacket.
Oh, that's neat.
Alright.
Finals coming up soon, right?
Ugh, yes. Hard to catch up. I didn't get much schoolwork done when Andrea went missing.
Well, now you can get the 4.0 from that urban legend about if your roommate dies or kills himself or whatever.
I don't want to ask her about that.
You don't want to ask about school surprise?
Heading home to your folks for the summer?
Yep. God forbid I won't let Mom fatten me up for next semester.
That bad, huh? I see that KCU still provides god-awful closet space.
Tell me about it. Andrea and I had our share of squabbles about that.
Skull.
I don't want to ask her about that.
You don't want to ask her about Skull. Alright, okay.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Well, we'll need that later, I expect.
I don't want to ask her about that.
We don't want to ask about anything
I don't want to ask her about that.
that is in here.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Because that's all.
I don't want to ask her about that.
It's all, you know, Andrea
I don't
stuff.
want to ask her about that.
Don't want to find out about Andrea?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Do you want to know more about her?
Andrea's got a lot of electronics, it looks like.
You've got that right. Every other day she'd bring some new little gadget. I have no idea how a student like her could afford all of that stuff.
Maybe she was selling drugs.
Andrea's got a pretty chunky stereo over there.
Yeah. Thankfully, she'd use her headphones most of the time.
Ah, you guys didn't share a taste in music?
We sure didn't. Polar opposites, more like.
No. Reggae is not the opposite of death metal. Well, not death metal. What did you call it? Death wave. And it's not the opposite. I mean, you would have Christian music.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Alright, but what about Destroys?
I don't want to ask her about that.
What about a hard drive?
I don't want to ask her about that.
What about a movie flick?
I don't want to ask her about that.
Movie flick. Monster flick. What about a computer?
Any idea of how to access Andrea's computer?
Nope. And good luck with that. I know she put in some hardcore security measures.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go and use these supplies I've stolen from your deceased roommate.
Okay, that's all I've got for the time being.
All right. I'll be here if you have more things to ask.
Bye. You put your knee up on the seat. Alright, back to the crash site. See if we can find any aliens. No? No aliens at this crash site? Disappointing. Give me your gun.
All right, that should hold nicely.
Now I have made magnetic collector. Now I have magnetic collected the drain. Or the gun inside the drain. Although if I was doing it in real life, I'm sure I would smack it against the drain several times over.
Yes, got it.
Huzzah!
This thing is nearly out of bullets, though. I should keep an eye out for more.
Okay. Maybe I should go back to what's-his-face's place and find that.
Lucas's gun. Only a couple of rounds left. I'd feel safer with more ammunition.
I mean, those aren't ammunitions. Any in the dumpster?
Nothing but a big load of trash. I don't need to mess with that.
Alright. Let's go back to Lucas's office. Oh, go on, PI. I don't know anywhere else. Maybe in downtown in the pawn shop they would sell some ammo, maybe? That's about the only other place I can think of. Hello. I want to search your desk for ammo. Is there any in the pen holder?
No, I've got my own.
Alright, well then I don't think... I wonder if I can send another code.
I'm done with all of this now.
I could send another code which said leave, never come back or something. Have you got any up there?
Old pictures of Lucas and...
Yeah, okay. No, he didn't keep bullets near his pictures of old soldiers. Did he hide them in his trash?
I already looked in there.
Yeah, and?
Pretty standard literature.
Alright. Maybe the... Oh, gun case. Yes. That will have bullets, surely.
Ah, here are some spare bullets for the gun. I better take some. Alright, that should be plenty.
Is that actually a thing?
I've reloaded the gun too.
No, okay, that was a task. I was just wondering if maybe that was, you know, a side thing. Right, investigate Andrea Hall. Talk to the Chief Ranger. I don't know how to investigate Andrea Hall apart from what we've done. And going back to the office and talking to Eileen. Let's ask her. Rain investigations. Rain and whatever Eileen's name is, investigations.
Hey, hey!
Hey, hey!
Hey, E!
Hey, Mildred.
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Yeah, Mildred.
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Alright. Hey, Eileen.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure. What's up?
Jane Doe. No, not Jane Doe. Andrea Hall.
So, I found out that Lucas's investigation led to a college student called Andrea Hall.
How?
Interesting. What's her link to the case?
Well, apparently Lucas was tracing a motorcycle tied to Andrea. Here's the kicker, though. The description of the bike sounded identical to the one that Faith Cyrene escaped on.
Huh. That's a clear connection between this student and Faith, then. Keep me posted.
Do you know anything about
We think
hard
she's
drive
the
encryption?
victim.
A little, I suppose. What are the specifics?
Basically, the whole computer is encrypted and it prompts a password when I boot it up. Is there any way to bypass that?
Oh, that's tough. Maybe the computer book I bought for the office last year could be useful?
Oh, right. Remind me, where did we put that?
It's on the shelf behind you, Kathy.
I was going to guess it was on the shelf, but then I suddenly went, it's equally possible that Kathy is using it somewhere to prop up a table or something. Alright.
Alright, that's all.
Okie dokie.
Computer book. Find the computer book.
Ah, here's the book Eileen mentioned. Excellent. There are a few pages about the type of encryption I saw at KCU.
Excellent. Let me read them. No? Oh, okay. Let me... Oh, ammo.
A good supply of .357 Magnum rounds. These will fit Lucas's revolver.
Excellent. Cybersecurity, the definitive edition, includes software CD. Oh, excellent. I will have that then, please. A secure type of hard drive encryption is when the boot process itself is encrypted, denying access to the entire operating system without the correct password. However, a notable weakness of this model is a physical flywire connection to a secondary computer with DMA, direct memory access, enabled in its target BIOS settings. In that scenario, any common memory utility can be used to eavesdrop on the memory contents of the boot encryption during runtime. With the right know-how, it's possible to identify the password in the memory feed, extract the related data, and crack it with a decryption program. Note, for educational purposes, this CD distributed with this book contains copies of Memstack and Descramble Elite. Alright. Boot passwords in memory. The encrypted representation of a boot password in a memory feed can be identified by searching for a distinct encryption signature. These signatures differ for each encryption software, but commonly follow the basic structure: 4-digit software identifier, version number of the software, memory chip serial number, CYOS, format AAA, BBBB, CCC, CCC. Few common encryption identifiers: IronCrypt, SecVault, Hexproofer, RazorCrypt. So, for example, when using IronCrypt version 1.2.3.4 with serial number 987564, the full signature pattern would be 0315 for IronCrypt, 1234 for the version number, and then 987654 for the serial number. Okay. If this 14-digit pattern is identified in its entirety in the active PC memory, the relevant memory section can be saved to a file and decrypted with an appropriate decryption utility. Thanks for reading. Enjoy this complimentary software CD, courtesy of generous open source community. Take care, or as the kids say these days, take care and good luck.
This should be useful.
Whoop, it's mine now. Alright, but I need another computer.
First things first, I need another computer.
Hey, I need to steal this that you're working
Eileen's
on.
laptop. She's using it to hack into Faith Cyrene's cell phone.
Can I have it, though?
The computer book outlined a technique for using a second computer to crack hard drive encryption. This laptop might come in handy for that. I could ask E about it.
Exactly. That's exactly why I clicked on it.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure. What's up?
Can I borrow your computer?
Hey, are you using your laptop right now?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm almost done. Do you need it for something?
Yep, it's for a thing at KCU. Won't take long, I think.
Sure. Go ahead. Just bring it back in one piece, will you? It wasn't cheap.
Smash, smash.
Why? Have I ever...
Yes! 4 times!
Fair enough.
4 times? My god, alright, okay. Don't have to show the picking up. Oh,
All right,
I'm here
there
already.
we go.
Okay.
I've got the laptop set up. Time to deal with the next steps in the book.
Alright, good. Okay, I need a cable to connect to there.
Here's that type of cable that was mentioned in the computer book.
Excellent.
Got it.
That was an odd
It's
sound.
pretty short as far as cables go, but it should get the job done.
Excellent. Do I actually need to do that? Alright, I do. Whoop. Connect it up. Excellent.
Alright, all hooked up.
Alright, what's next on the list of things? Actually, what's next on the list of things? What do you think is next? Crack, enable DMA, install CD apps on laptop. Oh, I need to install them, do I? Okay, fine. Waking up, computer. Oh, well, let's be nosy. I want agenda. 6:15, is it? Documents, email. I can't look at any of those. Ah, I wanted to snoop the email.
I don't need to mess with that.
All right. No. All right. CD drive it is then. Excellent. They're installed. Oh, let's swap between the two computers. Okay, cool. I actually need to read what you want me to do. Your weakness is a physical flywire connection to the secondary with DMA8. Yeah, okay. Enabled in the target BIOS. Okay, so I need to open the BIOS next. Scenario, any common memory utility can eavesdrop on the memory contents of the boot encryption during runtime. Okay, so memstack. Thank you. Okay, that's just it checking. Oh, excellent. Do I need to? Yeah, can I? Can I change any of these? I mean, obviously I can't. I didn't block. Can I? I can't disable that. No, I can. On all others. Okay. DMA mode.
Alright, I should be done with all the setup for the hack now. Coming up next, capturing the password. I should have a look in the next section of the book.
Yes, I should. Thank you for telling me I had finished that, Kathy, because I wasn't quite sure. Okay, do that. Identify the password. No, for educational purposes you do that. Encrypted memory, these signatures differs. Okay, so find all of that. Example, when using iEncrypt, 14 digit is identified by that. Alright, okay, let's see what I can do here. So exit. SecVault boot encryption. Okay. Alright, okay, so if I go over here. No? You weren't doing anything? Why weren't you? Oh, I should have started the capture before I. Alright, 1 second. Decryption subroutines. Okay, and then it should stop in a second. Cool. Alright, so we are looking for. SecVault 1A 2B. Okay, so find me 1A 2B. Then I need 1012. 1012. No? 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 Or there's nothing on here? It's segfault, right? Segfault, definitely.
I'm done with this part. I should continue with some of the other steps in the process.
That's what I was trying to do. Don't know why you suddenly told me that. Okay, the encrypted representation of boot memory is the sections 4-digit software identifier, the version number of the software, the memory chip serial number. Oh, memory chip serial. No, version number. Then the memory chip. Okay, that is what I need next. No, wait. Version number of the software, then C, memory chip serial identification number. AA, PPP, CCCCC. Right, okay. Alright, so I need to look at the BIOS again. And find the thing. But it's not finding. 446. Yeah, alright, okay. So, I need to go back over here. I need to turn you off, turn you back on. Show me the BIOS. Oh. Serial number 421162. 421162. Oh. 421162. No? Oh, is that what? Right, okay. Start the capture. Right, oh no, okay. Yeah, exit. Alright, and then you should find it. Right? Yes! We found it! Alright. So that is what we want. Is that the representation? Save capture. Saving memory dump to desktop. And that's it, right? And then we can use the decryption algorithm. Yep. Cool. Exit from you. Descrambler elite. Drag. Requires memory dump. Drag onto program. Yeah.
Damn. The decryption isn't an automated process. I still have to try different passwords against the encryption hash. After each attempt, the utility will spit out some information about how close I was to the right password, though. We're dealing with a 7-character password, including a mix of numbers, lower and uppercase letters. I should have a look around the room. Maybe I can find some 7-letter words to put me on the right track.
But it needs... Oh, right, and we're going to have to use lead speak. Alright, okay, yes. Okay, what about that?
Zodkill, a classic. I could go for a monster movie and some popcorn right about now.
There's a 7-letter thing.
Might help me forget about the monsters in the real world.
Zodkill. Zod. We'll just do that first of all. I know it doesn't have any numbers in it. 7 incorrect. And if I was to do Zodkill... Oh, I need to get rid of that. Zodkill. Still 7. Okay, alright.
Looks
poster?
like some Rastafari thing. I suppose Andrea was into that stuff. Remind Mom to clean Dreddy's terrarium.
Dreddy.
Maybe Andrea has some kind of pet reptile back with her folks?
Dreddy. No? What if I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Seven incorrect. So it's none of the numbers between 1 and 7. That doesn't make any sense. I must be misunderstanding this. Match with encrypted hash. Character analysis. Right, no, that's just waiting for the password. Okay. Alright, maybe it's not Dreddy then. Maybe it's one of your bands.
Various gadgets, gizmos, and doohickeys.
None of those
yes,
numbers
I've
are in
been
the
known
right
to
place.
take science
Okay.
classes.
But that shouldn't... Right, that should... Oh, wrong case. Alright, okay. So Dreddy. D-R-E... Oh. D-R-E-A-D-I-E. No? Okay, definitely it's not Dreddy then. Right? I mean, I wasn't expecting... I mean, I was thinking this was going to be more like Mastermind. You know, where you could go, oh, you pick the 4 coloured pegs that you have, and you know, you could have red, blue, yellow, green, and it would go, oh, one of those is correct, but in the wrong place. But not like that. Okay. Maybe it is... No, because none of those were correct either. Stereo.
Damn, impressive set.
Yeah, what's the music? Where are the CDs? There's CDs.
Andrea's CD collection. There are a lot of records by Sunbeat, Route 6, and Perplex. Reggae music, based on the covers and song titles.
She wouldn't have done Route 6, would she? R-O-O-T-S-I-X. 6 incorrect, 1 in the wrong case. Okay. So if I just do that, 1 is correct, and that is X. Okay. So what were the other ones? Perspex? No, that wasn't what it was.
Andrea's CD collection.
Perplex.
There are a lot of records by Sunbeat, Route 6, and Perplex. Reggae music, based on the covers and song titles.
Okay. Perplex, but what am I missing there? It's got to be a... There we go. Okay, so I guess that's a 1. Yeah.
Yes. Got it.
Perplex. Excellent. I would quite like it if these were randomized each time and it wasn't always Perplex.
Moment of truth.
And we didn't destroy the laptop. Excellent.
All right, I'm in.
97. Oh. 97, 98, 98. Alright, can I look at your network status? No, alright. Let's look at this then. Oh, base of operations in the old mines. Sounded like a crazy idea, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Those tunnels have been abandoned for decades, but they've sheltered underground. Built to last and well preserved. How perplexing. Very well done. The bones of the complex should have electrical infrastructure, heating, plumbing, some kind of living quarters. The main problem is hijacking the electrical grid, but it should be doable. The area is remote and I'll be able to work undisturbed. I just got to spoof one of those old mechanical meters on site. Make sure power is supplied to the nearest from the nearest substation. Easy peasy. Other problems too, but I welcome the challenge. Finally, a proper project. Unlike the brain-dead assignments my professors give me. Can I edit it?
No, I shouldn't write anything on here.
Oh, can I do a new one?
No, I shouldn't write anything on here.
Oh, but I wanted to write... Oh, no,
the old
that
mines,
can't be
huh? A good place to hide. They're enormous.
Yep.
Practically half the state is filled with them. I'll need more specifics to track down a site like that.
Alright. It's so satisfying seeing a plan come together. I know it says to fruition, but I love it when a plan comes together. It's just think of all these just think of all the engineering problems I had to solve. Hijacking the power grid, setting up wireless surveillance, figuring out the drug synthesis, even the celestial tracking. Man, what a fucking ride. So you're the one who was doing it. Alright. Where would my life be now if she hadn't found me among all those junkies and lowlifes? When I first met her, it was as if she knew I would be there. It was as if she was looking for me all along. Somebody who truly saw me. Someone who understood and respected my potential. To think that a year ago, the biggest thing on my mind was finding the right dose of amphetamines. Pyre is incredible. Only just on the second batch. Just imagine how powerful it could be if we can get with a perfected formula.
Not sure what to make of all this, but it sounds like Andrea was in cahoots with the pyre dealers, building some kind of secret base for them.
Yep. 24th. Just came back from the sanctum, and I am fucking horrified. Pyre isn't what I thought it was. No, it's a conduit to something terrifying. Something indescribable. She can't know, can she? No, Faith wouldn't keep that from me. Not out of everything we've been through. I have to tell her, and she'll know what to do. I'll set up a meeting at Constance Hill between here and the hideout. I can't go back down in the dark alone again. I can't face what I saw there. I'll set up a meeting at Constance Hill between here and the hideout. Okay, so it's midway between here and the hideout, so if I just kept going in a straight line, it would get there? Maybe? I don't know.
Well, that removes any shred of doubt. Andrea Hall was Jane Doe. Sounds like something about Pyre scared the shit out of her. Did that have something to do with her death?
Maybe. Alright, I think we got... Unless there's anything else I can click on up here, I don't think so. I think we're done here.
I should keep the computer powered on now.
No, I shouldn't. I've got everything I needed, right?
Hey, Rebecca?
Do not turn off the computer.
I'm done here. Gonna head out. Thanks for the help.
No problem. Did you learn anything?
Many things.
I did, but it's not looking good. Andrea was involved with some bad people. I think it's more than likely that she's Jane Doe. I'm sorry.
God damn it. I fucking knew it.
No, you didn't. Not until I told you.
I need to process this. You'll talk to the cops, right? I can't deal with them right now.
Of course. Take care of yourself, Rebecca.
You too.
I need to pick up the computer and take it away with me. Don't let me leave the laptop. That's what I meant, the laptop, not the computer. There you go.
This laptop worked like a charm. Thanks.
Glad to hear it. What'd you find out?
Too much to explain now. I'll fill you in tonight. I still need to go and track down Cooper.
Okie dokie.
No, I want to tell you right now that Andrea Hall was the victim. And that there was stuff going on. I need more about the mine, though. Alright. Okay, let's head out to the ranger station. Meet up with Cassie again. Oh, everywhere. Look at all these places that are grayed out now. Alright, ranger station. Hey, Cassie. Is Vic around? No? Can I speak to the boss then?
Hello again. I'm back.
Oh, hi. Chief Walker is on duty now. You'll find him past the door to your left.
Ah, great. I think I'll have a chat with him then.
Sure. You have a nice day now.
Thanks. You too.
Through the door.
Yes, come in.
Yes? Come in.
Chief Walker?
Oh.
Yeah, that's me. Who's asking?
The walls have
Kathy Rain,
disappeared.
private investigator.
Oh, another one. I thought you'd all given up by now.
Sorry to disappoint, but this gal is more stubborn than most.
Apparently. Go on then.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, well, first of all, I want to ask you about my pills that I
don't want to ask him about that.
Now, I want to ask you about my
I don't want to ask him about that.
How about this gun
Waving
I have?
that around isn't going to do me any favors.
No, but I want to ask him about a gun.
I don't want to
ammo
ask
as
him
well.
about that.
Hey, do you want to talk to me about computers?
I don't want to ask him
Nature
about
man?
that.
How about this
I don't want to
transcript
ask
of
him about that.
something? How about this?
Waving that around isn't going to do me any favors.
Oh, you got the same lines.
I don't want to ask him about that.
I was going to go and burn down some trees. Is that okay? No?
I don't want to ask him about
I'm
that.
going to open some trees with my lockpicks. Is that okay?
I don't want to ask him about
I
that.
was going to go and photograph some trees with my camera. Was that okay?
I don't want to ask him about that.
No, I was going to go and taunt some trees with these newspapers. And say, look, this is what you'll turn into. No.
Probably a bad idea to show that. It's stolen evidence.
I don't know why I'm still carrying it. Alright. Hey, I found your brochure.
I found one of these things lying around.
Oh, yes. I'm quite pleased with the turnout.
Alright, I wanted to talk to you about the scary big man who's selling pyre.
I don't want to ask him about that.
Alright, what about this?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, we both know how they relate to the murders, but other than that, I haven't come into contact with them.
What if I now take one out and put it on your forehead? Oh, you're wearing a hat. I can't quite get at your forehead. Alright, I'll put it on the side of your cheek. Just lay it there. And then you can't say I've never come into contact with them then. What about this pair of scissors that is hiding underneath my head?
I don't want to ask him about that.
Alright, what about the Soothsayer?
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
You're a PI. You know how this works. You'll have to make do with my statements in the press, just like everyone else.
Yeah, unfortunately my investigation has led that Vic might be part of it.
Did you know Deborah Sinclair well?
I did, yes. I considered her a friend.
I'm sorry. That must have made things hard for you.
Indeed. It was somewhat of a relief when the city boys took over the murder case.
I don't care about my friends. I like my friends like I like my reality TV show contestants. Voted off at a rate of 1 per week.
I don't want to ask him about that.
I don't want to ask him about buildings, not when he's doing all this stuff with nature.
I don't want to ask him about that.
Oh, I can't ask you about the fish. Alright. Oh, I can ask you about antlers.
Are you an avid hunter?
Of course. In my view, it's an integral aspect of being a ranger. Nature is riddled with death, you know. Eat or be eaten. And we shouldn't lose sight of that.
Good for you. What about... Oh, a teapot.
A tea person, I see. Black or green?
Depends on the mood. Yao Pon's my favorite. Heard of it?
I have, but not until I started doing research on Deborah Sinclair.
Yeah,
she
that's
loved
weird.
that stuff, didn't she?
Did you get it from her? Did you give it to her?
Yes, indeed. She's the one who introduced me to it.
Ah, nice. Okay, and what about the ceiling fan?
What's up with the huge fan outside?
Beggars can't be choosers. We don't have the budget for a proper AC.
So we may do with a giant fan instead. Alright. Oh, and I can ask about Cassie.
What do you think of Cassie?
Oh, Miss Sullivan does a fine job. I'm sure she'll make a great ranger one day.
For now, she's just an intern. Alright, have you heard of Pyre?
Are you familiar with Pyre?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never mind.
Only
Guess you guys never
can
got that
prevent
far.
Forest pyres. Rachel Wang.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
Afraid not. I don't know who she is.
Alright. What about Tabitha?
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
No, I've never heard that name before.
Alright. Have you heard about Rose's lover?
I don't want to ask him about that.
Still can't find out who that is. Alright. Have you heard of Corey Faze Finnegan? He does sweet graffiti all over buildings. Has he come out here and done some in the park? On trees?
Do you recognize the name Corey Finnegan? He also goes by the moniker Faze.
Doesn't ring a bell, no.
Alright, what about Faith Cyrene?
Do you know a Faith Cyrene? She's supposed to have some form of facial scars.
No, I don't. That's not a familiar name.
What about Andrea Hall?
Does the name Andrea Hall mean anything to you?
No, I've never heard that name before.
And what about Victor Cooper?
I'd like to speak to Ranger Cooper. Can you arrange that?
No can do. Ranger Cooper is on leave for the time being.
Oh.
He is? Why?
Personal reasons. He'll be back on duty in a few weeks. I can pass on your details if you wish.
I can't wait that long. Surely there's no harm in providing his phone number. I just need to speak with him.
No phone, which is the case for all of our resident rangers.
Oh.
Resident rangers? That means they all live within the
Yes,
confines
you
of
and
the
me
park,
picked
right?
up on that.
Yes, I suppose it does. But you shouldn't try to go find him, miss.
What's stopping me, Chief? Bear Creek is public land, isn't it?
Technically, yes. Just don't harass the poor man, will you? He's been through enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Alright. Well, I don't think I've got anything else to show you.
Thanks. I'll be going now.
Alrighty then. Good luck.
Okay, so he's somewhat on this land. Let's have a look at that map.
I should see if I could find out where those resident rangers live. Maybe something in this room can help.
Like this map right behind you.
Looks like a map of the immediate surroundings here in Bear Creek. Various points of interest are marked out. There's the ranger accommodations. It's not that far of a trek from the nearest parking spot, so I should be able to cover the rest of the distance on foot.
Alright. Well, let's go. Let's actually... Hey, you got anything else to say?
Hey, Cassie.
Yeah?
You got anything to say about, Victor?
We talked about that already.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to ask more. Faith?
Do you know a Faith Cyrene? She's supposed to have some form of facial scars.
No, I don't know anyone like that.
Alright, what about
Does the
Andrew?
name Andrea Hall mean anything to you?
Nope, sorry.
Alright. What if I ask you about my pills?
I don't want to ask her about that.
What if I ask you about my gun?
I don't want to show that to her.
Alright, well then I think we're done here.
All right, I'm off again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's get out into the wilderness and get killed by a bear or something. No ho ho, Cooper's cabin. Or a cabin, which might be Cooper's. Because there are a variety of them. Uh-oh, there's an axe.
The stash is on the smaller side, but I guess we're nearing summer now. They probably plan to refill it in the fall. What a monstrosity. I couldn't even hope to lift that thing.
Alright. Well then don't.
A handheld lantern. Kerosene, probably? In any case, I have no need for that right now.
Okay, well we can burn down this place if we need to. There's a sign.
It says, this building is federally owned. I believe that's the standard for national parks. No state jurisdiction.
Alright, and then we're going to look in the window and see if somebody is trying to kill themselves.
All smudged. Can't see jack shit in there.
Can I scrape it off with an obsidian shard?
Let's keep things more sensible than that.
Alright, I was just wondering if I had something I could clean it with. I guess I could shoot the window in.
I have no desire to shoot that.
Alright, okay. Then I think I'm done with those. And we'll just go in the door. Unless I can smash it with an axe? No. Alright, in through the door. Or knock on the door and see if he's in there.
Well, fuck.
That was a thing.
Oh, my head. This is not good.
Yep.
Need my pills.
Oh no, I dropped them.
No!
Ah! And now I'm going to be easily confused, and then maybe it won't work for me. Oh well. It's you again. Hello.
Do you see?
No.
The noose, the iron. Those were the holy instruments of my rebirth.
Okay.
Wait, this is how Isaac Price died. That psycho priest in Conwell Springs.
Nearly there.
Oh.
Fight your ignorance,
Yes.
child.
There was a... Oh.
No, it can't be. You can't actually be him.
Can't I?
Yeah.
I told you. There is no death.
Because there was a... He hanged himself at the
Only
beginning. And as we said, it begins with a hanging.
When everything burned, the Crimson One slipped out of his suit and skittered away like a cockroach. With a heavy heart, I donned the mantle. I became Mr. Burgundy. And now my form is his shelter.
Oh, there we go. It's an eye! Alright. Hey! Thank you, creepy Tom guy.
Easy. Don't try to get up just yet. I don't want you to faint on me again.
Oh, it's you. Tom, was it?
T.
Yes. My name is Tom Ward. But for the longest time, my name was taken from me.
And in its place, you were only given a hue of red.
Ooh. That is why. Yeah, that's
You're the
nice.
Crimson One.
Yes. When you burned the threshold, I was set free. I'm ashamed of my past, and I wish to make amends.
That's so? Why should I believe anything you say? You put me through hell in 1995.
Which was only
Things
3
were
years
out of
ago.
my control. You don't wear the suit wears you. You can stretch it, bend it, but if you go too far and rip the fabric, you rip yourself.
I see you haven't lost your penchant for nonsense metaphors. At least you're not fucking rhyming again.
You did supernatural things, Kathy.
There's the Kathy
Accept
we
them.
all know and love. I was afraid I had lost you there for a while.
I'm still me. Not that that got me anywhere. I'm broke and brain damaged, my friend was killed, and I'm chasing some of the most dangerous people on the planet.
Dangerous indeed. Which is why I will urge you to reconsider a cooperation. We have a common foe, and you will need allies.
For all I know, you're the same bastard you always were, and this is all some kind of double cross.
If it was, it would be quite an elaborate one. Weren't you completely helpless a few minutes ago?
I guess so. I should say thanks for that.
Yes,
You're welcome. I understand that all of this is a lot to take in, and in due time, I'll explain everything.
You better. I don't know what the hell is going on, and you're just giving me more questions.
I realize that, but this is neither the time nor the place. When circumstances allow, I'll come find you again.
Just wait a minute.
Hey. Don't forget your...
Getting woozy again.
Don't forget your pills. Alright, do not get up.
All right. I think I'm okay now.
Take your pills. Yes, excellent. Good. Actually...
Well, he's gone. Again.
Yes?
Guess there's nothing I can do but check out the cabin.
Actually eat some pills, Kathy. No? Alright. Well, on those revelations, I think... Cabin 2... Cabin harder. Oh. I can't put that in. There we go. I didn't have enough letters. Cabin 2, cabin harder. On that revelation, this, whoop, is where we will end for the day. Yes. We'll have, I presume, a reasonable amount to do on come Sunday, because I don't want to do just like, oh, this is the very end and you could have done it in 5 minutes sort of thing. So I think this is a decent place to stop. Maybe I'm wrong, and we'll have even more than I thought come Sunday. But yeah. Oh, let's have a quick look and see what achievements we earned in our thing. We got Hack the Hacker, Leet, Page Restricted, cracked Lucas's secret pager code. Woof woof. Was this all about man's best friend all along? Because we said, oh, it's a dog related case, yes. And then there's higher stakes, which which I've already said we got. So yes, 3 additional achievements there we got. We're up to 38% of all the achievements. Man, I mean, so many. I can't believe there's so many secret achievements in this. Who knows? But anyway, Thank you for having been here while I earned all those achievements. You are amazing. Whether you're here live and in person or later on the VOD, the fact that you're here for any amount of time means that me, right here, appreciates you right wherever you are. You're amazing. I'm glad you were here to see me get achievements unlocked. So yeah. We will be back tomorrow. We will be doing Wednesday. We will not be doing Thursday this week. So whatever game I would put in the Monday-Thursday slot, that will go in the Wednesday slot tomorrow. So we will find out what that is. And then on Friday, we will be back on Friday. We'll be doing more Alone in the Dark there. So I hope you're around for that. And I think this Saturday is meant to be Cyberpunk Day, I think. So that'll be more cooperative fun, if I am correct. Getting close to finishing this. Yeah. Yep. We'll find out how much more there is. Well, I mean, I'm sure you already know how much there is, especially as you helped me with the code, so I'm assuming you've got some sort of walkthrough close to hand, so that when I get stuck again and beat my head on the pager puzzle. Yeah. But thanks. Thanks! Anyway, we're almost there. Yeah, so thank you for being here, and until the next time, I have been Richard, and this whole thing around us, why, that has been LMTDTMFF, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels, and you have fun, and of course, as always, stay weird.